Peace. We're back. We're back for another one. I got a funny conversation and something to talk about. A lot of these guys be setting themselves up. You just open up a doorway. You set yourself up. I'm gonna be talking about one of the investors for Still City. And we're gonna talk about our normal stuff. But I'm gonna talk about one of the investors. I'm happy that he does. He actually said something because I think at least somebody that's investing in this project, or I don't think he care about it. As long as he just getting money, he don't care what the product is, as long as it's selling, as long as he's getting some type of return on it. But we'll talk about that, when the show really start. Let me go and see what's going on with YouTube. All right, we good. Let me send out that we're going live. My computer acting good today, so let me not jinx it, but it's acting good right now. It's fast and everything. Yeah, I jinxed it. I thought it was gonna just load up X. It's doing the same thing it always does. And don't get too happy. My papaya powder be making me papaya drinks. Good for your digestion. All right, let me get one or two people in. One or two people in. At least two. At least two. Let me see at what mark, and I'm gonna give it at least 4 or 5 minutes, and then I'm start going through what I want to talk about today. But yeah, it's people think you shouldn't have an opinion about a boxing game, and this is the thing with the Discord that I have a problem with. They telling everybody to be quiet. The developers know what they're doing. No, they don't. They're not boxing fans. They're not boxing fans. Or they're very basic boxing fans, super casual. They should be having veterans in there. They should have boxing talents, and they should have boxers. Some of the boxers, they tend to be biased about certain things. So they should have different trainers in there, different historians. A lot of these historians are not biased. I gave in the beginning, I gave as a boxing historian. He does this. He make some games, but he also write books about different tendencies and capabilities and stuff like that. And he be having it like almost to a T, like have it like the way that the boxing matches come out, it's like, wow, that seems realistic. That whole takes some, that is giving us like giving you a realistic rendition of what they could do with their stats. See, if you ain't really don't understand what I'm saying, you're not gonna get it. But people that like statisticians and stuff like that know what they're talking about, they're very helpful for a boxing game. And people's going back to talking about tiers. That's garbage. If y'all allow Still City to add tiers and Undisputed, the game is gonna fail again. I don't care what kind of game it is. When they add tiers in it, it shows that that's an arcade movement they're going for. Say, oh, it works for UFC. Nah, boxing and UFC is not. Stop comparing boxing and UFC. You always want people to stop comparing them when it benefits you in the argument. Let me see. I'm gonna try Facebook too. Let me hit Facebook up in a few minutes. I know a lot of people they get confused with the time because sometimes they think that it's 6 o'clock across the board. That's the time for the show, but that's not the case. Let me see. Oh, I thought my wife was trying to contact me. Thought my wife was trying to hit me in the DMs. All right, let me see. I'm gonna start just reading off. And y'all gonna do like y'all always do. Come in here and interrupt me while I'm reading something. But I gotta be professional about it. All right. Let me see. Let's see how I'm gonna do this show. Cause I got a lot I want to talk about. All right, this episode 121. I'm gonna give you a brief recap of the conversations online around boxing games, developers, and fans. I'm gonna acknowledge tension in the community, like with the developers feeling attacked, fans feeling dismissed. The developers they shouldn't feel attacked because that's what comes with the job. And if y'all not doing the right thing, you supposed to get attacked. What we supposed to do? Pat you on the back? All right. Then like the problem isn't that fans don't know what they want. I'm gonna repeat this. The problem isn't that fans don't know what they want. The problem is that boxing games don't have enough systems to absorb feedback correctly. And I'm not talking about technology. When I say systems, your hiring systems. Um your boxes in the studio systems, your historians in the studio systems. You watching you're watching stuff. You're doing film studies, systems. That's what I'm talking about when I say systems. Passion versus attacks. Why passion? Why passionate feedback often gets mislabeled as hate. The difference between personal attacks system level criticism, boxing culture context. Fighters are criticized every fight. Trainers break down mistakes frame by frame. Judges, promoters, fans, all vocal. If a boxing, if boxing itself works the way some game studios want feedback to work, no fighter will ever improve. I'm gonna read that again. If boxing itself worked the way some game studios want feedback to work, no fighter will ever improve. And then you got people keep telling us to be quiet. Let them work. Let them cook. Let them do what they're going to do. Why? They don't know what they're doing. And y'all quick question is, well, do you know what you're talking about? 100%. And I know a lot of the stuff they're doing. I just don't have the patience for it. I didn't go to school full time like they did, but I've been studying these things. I just don't have the patience for it because my mind is all over the place. Because I'm always thinking about what picture I'm gonna draw today, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna cook today, what recipe I'm gonna make. I'm all over the place, so I don't have my mind is not structured to be working on a video game right now. Right now. When someone is loud about realism, mechanics, or AI, that's not sabotage. That's investment. Pay attention to that investors. What's his name? Aegis Climax. Pay attention to that. This is a rehash of what we've been talking about. Do fans actually know what they want? Reframing. I'm gonna reframe this question. Fans may not design systems, but they experience systems. I was saying that earlier. Players don't need to code AI to recognize bad AI, like punch tracking, stamina behavior, knockdowns that don't match momentum, and repeated AI patterns. You don't need to be a chef to know the food is undercooked. This to you people that are always telling people, no, let them, I was just saying this earlier, let them do what they're going to do. No, they don't know what they're doing. This is not a fighting game. It's boxing. Boxing had nuances, little things about it. Each boxer might have something unique about their style. Styles matter. Style make fights. The AI conversion no one wants to have. Boxing games live or die by AI more than most sports games. Why? One versus one spotlight. No team to hide flaws. No teammates to hide flaws. Repetition expose patterns quickly. What happens when AI is script heavy? Animation first instead of decisions first, lacking adaptive tendencies. What happens is AI scripts heavy, animation first instead of decisions first, lack adaptive tendencies. You can't patch immersion into a boxing game if the opponent doesn't think. Read that again. You can't patch immersion into a boxing game if the opponent doesn't think. Online modes don't replace AI. They expose how weak it is. Online modes don't replace AI. They expose how weak it is. All right. Why surveys matter. I know y'all say I talk about surveys every day, and I am going to talk about it every day until y'all get it. A lot of y'all really don't get it. Why surveys matter. Fans feel heard. Data beats assumptions. Helps separate loud minorities from real trends. That's what they scared. They're scared the majority is going to be what Poe and other people are saying. And even some of the casual fans might actually want what the hardcore fans want. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to make a survey. What's the risk of having a survey? Poorly worded questions, ignoring results. That's why the community needs to get the results after the survey is over immediately. So you don't make any changes to it. Using surveys as a mark, what it's a risk because using survey as a marketing instead of the development tool. That's what I was saying. They could use it as a marketing tool, but it shouldn't be a marketing tool. It actually could be advertisement by using a survey because fans would be like, okay, they really listening to the fans. That shows how smart their marketing team is. It actually could be a marketing tool. And you give fans what they want, but y'all don't want to be held accountable. A survey isn't dangerous. Ignoring it is. I'm going to say it again. A survey isn't dangerous. Ignoring it is. While the game struggles, let's talk about why the game is struggling. The reality is the studio move is going to move on. Oh, excuse me. This is talking about them moving on. Them moving on to Undisputed 2. Yeah, the reality is the studio is going to move on. Fans don't forget unfinished business. That's going them the realities they're gonna have to face. Fans don't forget unfinished business. The mistakes, silence or vague messaging, defensive posture. The approach Steel City have to do before they move on to Undisputed 2 is acknowledge current flaws. Even though Ash kind of did that, and I guess that's his way kind of telling you, hey, we're moving on. But you didn't come straight on and say it as stop beating around the bush. Explain lessons learned. Show continuity, not abandonment. Show that you did not really abandon the game. But I know at this point, the way the game is designed, you're going to abandon the game. You're going to try to abandon it as quick as possible. We might even get Undisputed 2, just a playable version that can hold us off until the whole game is finished. But fans gonna feel that we're going through the same thing we're going through now. It might be a great build, but they're gonna feel like, hey, we went through this before. Like you said, like you give them a playable version that they could play online and offline, but you don't have the career mode fleshed out yet, or I mean, you don't have the career mode installed at all, or you don't have other modes, but you're just letting people play the game. They're gonna feel abandoned, even though it would be a great idea, but they're gonna feel abandoned because of the way y'all doing things now. Y'all gotta explain lessons learned. Y'all gotta show continuity, not abandonment. People don't hate sequels; they hate feeling left behind. Let me see anybody come up in here. Who we got up in here? Leafy, salute Leafy. Leafy in the house. What's up, Leafy? Let me see. Leafy is one of my co-hosts. They be on the sideline a lot of times trying to just listen. Okay, let me see. Is is there always going to be a meta in boxing games? Yeah, it is. But you make it as least as possible. Because there's always going to be a meta because that's like somebody's style or something. But if you're smart enough, you can beat those metas. Yeah, there's going to be metas, but there's going to be ways to beat the metas. That's the funniest part. When people be saying meta, they always try to make meta. Hey, meta is like the overall. You know, nothing could beat it in boxing. Metas can be beat. It's just that the mechanics haven't been implemented in the game correctly, or the mechanics are missing. Everything in boxing can be defeated or defended against. A lot of y'all playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots, 100%. You ain't even gotta tell me. Somebody could tell me, hey, they did this and did that. I say, all right, I knew that's what they was doing. I could tell how a lot of y'all playing. A lot of y'all, I know all. I don't even got to see. All right, should realism either be sacrificed for balance? No, realism should not be sacrificed for balance. Balance is in the styles, in the technique, in the tendencies, in the capabilities, in the traits, in the different things that boxers could do in styles. That's what balances things. But Still City is so ignorant. A lot of them are college students and they don't realize think smart. You ain't even got to be a fan, but you got to think logically. In checkers and in chess, y'all making them comparisons, but you're not really thinking like a chess player. Everything can be beat. Every move can be beat on a chess board, on a checkerboard. So no, all that balancing stuff that y'all talking about, y'all trying to balance it into y'all wanted to be arcade, but let it be just enough realism that they don't complain. No, nobody don't want that. If you can't make realism, then bring people in your studio that's going to tell you, hey, that doesn't look right. Look at this film of how he does that. Does that goes with what he's doing on film? That's what you need people in the studio saying, comparing stuff. You got to take this game that you're building like you're making a film, like you're making a documentary almost. You got to study the sport. It's like it's not like there's no videos out there. You know what you're making. Hey, does that line up? Hey, AI versus AI. Do they fight realistic? Hey, let's get this guy they fought before and get that guy they fought before. Let's put them in the ring and see do that boxing match look like what they did when they fought or close to it. They don't care. It's logical stuff. These things I've been doing for years, breaking it down, studying, watching. And y'all always say, he don't know what he talking about. He don't know nothing about the gaming industry. Man, if you read every day reading, looking, paying attention to codes and stuff like that, you know what it is. If somebody show me some gaming code, I know what it is. It's just that it bugs me out when I see so much information like that. That's why I go from one thing to the next, alternate. My wife sometimes call me like I'm Rain Man or something, or I got something wrong because I can't stay on one idea. I mean, on one, like when a whole lot of stuff like bogs me up. That's why I might talk about something today. I mean, I might write something, I had to come back and finish it because too much going on. I got too many ideas. I don't want them to clash. All right, let me get back to this. Why don't boxers speak up more about boxing games? That's a great question. And my thing is the fans should push boxers to speak up. How we gonna push boxers to speak up? Hashtag you should speak up for a boxing game. How we gonna make boxers speak up for a boxing game? Hashtag you tag your favorite boxer, at him and hashtag you should speak up more for boxing video games. And y'all say, I'm too passionate about a boxing video game. It says it's only a game. Are we getting this game for free? And even if we had the game for free, I'm still gonna say stuff. Just because y'all not passionate about boxing or don't care, I have respect for people like Norton, Block, Solo. I respect for him. He takes his losses and his wins the same way. He take them as learning blocks. Even though we don't see eye to eye about certain things, we respectfully respect each other. Because he love Undisputed. I don't. I can't. Like some people love Fight Night Forever, Fight Night Champion. I don't. But you can't get mad at me because I don't. Can I get mad at y'all? Yeah, I can. But I'm speaking for myself. I don't care about y'all. I don't care about how y'all like Fight Night Champion, Fight Night Forever, and Undisputed. That's y'all. I'm speaking out in general about boxing games. Undisputed might slip in there a couple of times. Fight Night Champion might slip in there a couple of times. But I'm talking about in general. All right, let me see. Balance should emerge from real. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Balance should I try to write my questions and my answers separate. Then sometimes I try to see if I can answer them myself without going to my answers that I wrote down. Yeah, balance should emerge from realism, not replace it. And this something else that I wrote about why boxers don't speak up more about boxing game. Many boxers don't feel invited into the conversation. I noticed that. I study behaviors when I be watching when they had the boxers at these events and stuff. They they're not excited about it. It's like it doesn't really really represent them. How can you get somebody like what's his name Jaime Muguer? How you give him a game that doesn't have his style? He's one of them guys that I'm pretty sure that you didn't get his style right. I mean, you didn't implement a style. His style was from one of the base styles, and I see on his face is like, what is this? But I'm gonna play it because they want me to, out of respect. Okay, passion isn't the enemy of progress. Silence is. People be wanting me to be silent. Y'all are being silent. Too many people that want this game to do better are silent. Boxing games don't need less feedback. They need better ways to listen because the people arguing online, they're still here. They still care. And once that's gone, it doesn't come back. All right. This talking about Aegis Climax. He's all right. I'm gonna address him. Aegis, I saw your post, the one joking that I'm coming back like a boxer from retirement. And yes, I get the sarcasm. I smile. I mean, I've been around boxing long enough to know a jab when I see one. But here's the thing, this isn't a comeback. I never left. I've been in the ring just behind the camera. I mean, not just behind the cameras, making sure that boxing is represented the way it should be. I was a boxer, an amateur boxer. Hey, I'm not Usyk, but I did box. I sparred contenders and stuff like that. I did have a boxing career, but I sat out because I had a dirtbag manager. I set out my contract. Then life started lifing. You can't be married and not providing. And I'm not gonna let myself be stepping stones for anybody just to get a check that it just might last for about 5 years, and then what my wife and my child would have done with me not being there. So life started life, and then I went, did what I did. All right, which brings me to the bigger question: if I can be questioned for trying to push the sport forward in games, why aren't you more vocal but undisputed? Egas. Which brings me to the biggest question. If I can be questioned for trying to push the sport forward in games, why aren't you more vocal about undisputed? Money is involved, yes, but it's more than just a balance sheet. Reputation, legacy, the sport itself, all of that is on the line. Yes. All right. Look, the comparison to a boxer coming out of retirement, I get it. It's funny, but there's a key difference. Boxers coming back often get applause for persistence, for risking it all to do what they love. That's exactly what I'm doing here, except I'm not returning. I've been working consistently to give fans, help fans give feedback and give feedback to companies to respect the sport of boxing. You should want the same thing, E-Gas. So why the jab at me? Is it really just sarcasm or reflection of frustration? Honestly, I think it's a little of both. That's fair. But if we want to talk fairness, let's also look at accountability, especially for investors, leaders responsible for the product itself. Egas, why aren't you as concerned about Undisputed? That's the hard question. No one can shrug this off, just a game. Money was spent, promises were made, and the boxing community invested their time and trust. If the game underperforms, it's not just a product failure, it's a reflection on everyone involved. Everyone. The investors, the shareholders, the publisher, everyone involved, especially Still City, especially Will Kinsler, especially Ash Habib, the Habib brothers, but Ash Habib because he's the face of this game. But I'm gonna always give Will more weight to what's going on because right after he came on the team, that's when the game, he's a black cat that crossed your path. And it's a joke because I love animals. All right, let me start getting off this subject. Let me see if anybody come up in here. Give me a second. I gotta keep checking the chat. What's up, Lux? Salute. I said this playing fight night yesterday when dudes just threw straights and said step in the whole fight cause it's broke. I'm like, this is not boxing. What's up, Lamont Davis? Shout out to Solo. What's up, Solo? I was just talking about you earlier. You don't care about the losses. You keep it moving. What's up, country boy? What's up, Blaster X? Yo, the guy from he's the investor for Still City. He jumped on one of my posts and tried to come at me. He called himself attacking me. That stuff don't work for me. I'm not no little kid. Solo in the building, definitely. And he he plays Undisputed. Y'all could go over there and challenge him. Go on his page, his YouTube, and support him. I don't even know why I'm saying support him because the majority of y'all that's in here always see over there at Lamont's or Lux. Y'all be over there at Lux. Shout out to Lux for popping in, man. I appreciate y'all. Please hit the like button. We moving. Them numbers moving up. Numbers moving up. Because I want to I gotta prove a point to somebody because they keep saying my style of podcasting and my YouTube, it's not gonna really last. You're not gonna really get numbers. You're not gonna my numbers moving up. I'm about to hit 400, so that's good for me. Because when I started back doing YouTube, I was at I think 290 91 or something like that. So, since I've been doing this, my number's about to almost double that. Let me see. Let me finish reading this and then I come back to everybody. All right. Investors like eGas have influence. If something is broken, we can't just say it's business, it's normal. The reality is that boxing isn't just a business, it's culture. And when investors stay silent, the fans feel abandoned. The sport feels disrespected, and the credibility of the company erodes. You shouldn't watch a fight and stay quiet while a fighter takes a beating. Why is a game any different? Let me read that to y'all again. Let me read this to EYES again. You shouldn't, no, you wouldn't watch a fight and stay quiet while a boxer takes a beating. Why is a game any different? Shouldn't investors stay out of creative discussions? EGAS? Shouldn't investors stay out of creative discussions? Creative freedom is one thing, accountability is another. When money, reputation, and boxing legacy are involved, silence isn't neutrality. It's negligence. Tag on. Negligence. Excuse me. Is it unfair to call it negligence? No. Fans and boxers take their craft seriously. Investors are stakeholders in that craft too. If the community loses faith, the consequences aren't just financial, they're cultural. Let me read that again. Is it fair to call it negligence? No fans and boxers, no, hold on. If it's fair to call it negligence, no fans and boxers take their craft seriously. I read that the context of that. No, it's not negligence. Fans and boxers take their craft seriously. Investors are stakeholders in that craft too. If the community loses faith, the consequences aren't just financial, they're cultural. They're both. Poe, Poe, I'm trying to read it in the third person, but no. I have been trying to give the fans a real voice. Constructive criticism isn't activity, it's investments. Fans have ideas about AI, tendencies, stamina, knockdowns, and pacing because they live and breathe boxing every day. If developers or investors dismiss that, it's like telling a coach, ignore the tape, just throw punches. It doesn't work. But some people say fans don't know what they want. No, no one says they need the code to code the AI. They just need to spot patterns and inconsistencies. Boxing fans are watching history, strategy, and technique. If the game fails there, it's noticeable immediately. So, what about passion turning into complaints? Answer: passion is messy, yes, but messy is better than silence when the sport is at stake. Passion is messy, yes, but messy is better than silence when the sport is at stake. Let me see what y'all saying in here. Blaster. Yeah, Solo said, forget what people say. Appreciate you, man. What's up, Mike Adams? Mike Adams in the place. Mike Adams 7904 is in the place. We got Blaster X1 in the place. We have Aloha Bama in the place, aka Country Boy. We have Lamont Davis 89 in the place. And we have 651 Solo in the place. And we have brother from decades ago, Lux. New Lux for the fight night days. Luxury Clee. Loaded Lux. Lux is in the house. And we got Leafy in the house somewhere around here. Somewhere around we got Leafy. And more than likely we got AJ Shadow watching. Okay, let me see. Finish reading my blog. Okay. All right. So what about passion turning into complaints? And I read that passion is messy, yes, but messy is better than silence when the sport is at stake. Okay, let me move on. Let's be clear. This isn't just about money. I never asked for money, or I'm not looking like, hey, I'm going to be a developer. They're going to pay me and stuff like that. I never look for that. I always think about the game. I don't think about getting a job. Hey, I'm about to get paid and stuff like that. No. Hey, I'm about to get paid. I got all these ideas. I'm gonna get. I don't think like that. It's about how. Okay, let me read that again. Let's be clear. This isn't just about money. It's about how boxing is represented in the public eye. A boxing game misrepresents boxers. A bad game misrepresents boxers. Misrepresents the sport and misleads fans. Investors can't hide behind spreadsheets. Again, investors can't hide behind spreadsheets. Where are they getting this data from? From for one, where is Steel City getting this data from? To have spreadsheets. Why aren't you making surveys? Why is there no survey, no polls, or any of that for there to be a spreadsheet? Y'all got to start thinking. The community got to start thinking. I'm trying to give y'all games so y'all can wake up and y'all can approach developers better and the company better. Y'all keep thinking that I'm going over the top. I'm being too over the top about stuff. I care about the game. That shows that I actually care. Not that I accept, I care. Investors can't hide behind spreadsheets. They are part of that responsibility. You see what I'm saying? And Aegis came out his face to say something to me. You just helped me out, Aegis. Just be quiet like Ash them doing. They don't directly attack me or say stuff to me. Ash just unfriend me. Hey, so I don't feel bad or whatever. Hey, let me unfriend them. Will unfriend me. So why does it matter to investors personally? because legacy isn't only on the ring or the screen. It's on the people funding it. You see what I'm saying? The answer to so why does it matter to investors personally? And the answer to that is because legacy isn't only on the ring or on the screen. It's on the people funding it. But they're funding the game and trying to say what fans should want. They should be quiet. Even the publisher, I don't care how many games you publish, that don't mean anything. You publish a game, yeah. You didn't develop the games. So be quiet. Just invest. If you're going to invest in a game or publish a game, do that. You shouldn't have a voice in the development of something you do not know about. If Undisputed fails to reflect boxing faithfully, that's not just a technical misstep, it's a cultural misstep. And this is something that I always get. This is a question I always get. Not worded the same way, but I get this question. Are we overthinking a video game? It's a video game. Are we overthinking it? No, that's what the developers want y'all to think. That's what the industry want. And some industry people in the industry, they don't think like the company. That's why they like for certain people like me to be outspoken. They be throwing y'all alley oops and y'all just drop the ball. I notice all that when they be, hey, they say certain things like it's almost coded, like they're telling you something and you're not catching on because you're so programmed by the way that the industry in general wants you to be programmed. Okay, let me finish this. Are we overthinking a video game? Let me see. Sure, if your idea of boxing is just button mashing, otherwise, bring your gloves and pay attention. This is serious business. It's boxing. How can a boxer not say anything about boxing? How can a chess player see you're playing chess wrong and not say anything? Even if it's a game, if they program chess into a game, there are chess games, and they see the programming is messed up, aren't they going to say something? For one, these chess players actually help program these computer games. All right. To Aegis, the work continues. We're still here, still committed, still iterating. Fans need to feel heard. I'm not going anywhere. Boxers need to feel respected. You, as a manager, you should be able to respect boxers and boxing as a manager. I'm getting on you, Aegis, right now. Investors need to own their part in the process, not just sit back and hope it works out. That's accountability. All right, I got a question. Do you think the community cares about investor responsibility? They should. Every dollar, every design decision, and every compromise reflects the culture of the sport. Fans notice when that balance is off. Not the casual fans, not the people that's not really fans of boxing. They don't notice little things that's off. They just look at things from a fighting game perspective, not a boxing game perspective. The way a boxing game should be. We should say, all right, make a realistic boxing game. Let's see, will it sell? It will sell like hotcakes. I know a lot of y'all young boys like sell like hotcakes. I don't eat hotcakes. It would sell well. Um, can you handle the heat from publicly asking these questions? I've trained in gyms where the heat could melt still. This brings it on. Bring it on. It's no heat. I literally been in gyms and be hotter than firecracker in there. Like we're in a steam room. Passion isn't the enemy. I'm gonna keep saying this. Passion isn't the enemy of progress. Silence is. Fans speak up. Boxers speak up. Investors, they need to do the same. I am still here, still committed, still fighting for boxing to be represented accurately, and we won't stop until it is. I'm not stopping, and I might still go on just because I got more ideas. If they make the game perfect, I'm going to still have ideas. Having ideas don't mean that something is wrong. Ideas mean that you're helping to add on bars unintentionally. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Laughing out loud, big vision. What you mean, Lux, by that? Yeah, he like really tried to get on me. That like a lot of people, it would bother them. No, Egas put himself in he put himself in the sights. And it's good that somebody that's involved in the game in some major way said something, but he didn't address the game, address what's wrong with the game. He might not be a gamer. More than likely, he's not. But you can't defend something just because you're invested in it. You should be like, hey, you're right. We're going to fix that instead of attacking me. I'm the wrong person to attack. You're going to get Usyk to beat me up. You're going to get Usyk to beat me up. Or give me a stern talking online. I know a lot of y'all be like, yo, man, stop trying to challenge Usyk. I'm not trying to challenge Usyk. I'm being sarcastic. I know I'm well past my years of getting in a boxing ring. And I know a lot of y'all love with the here go the scenarios. Man, if you was back, even if you was young, you wouldn't beat Usyk. Never know. Never know. But your thing is y'all want to compare me to what? To what? You never seen me fight. Just know that I was a lot of the hard hitters sparring partners, Shannon Briggs, Ray Mercer. There was a couple of them. And look how I talk. And don't say, well, you sound like you can't know. I have a deep voice. My son sounds just like me. We sound like identical twins. Actually, we sound like triplets when my father get on the phone. Ain't nothing slow about me. Nothing punch drunk about me. I didn't take beatings and stuff like that to the head. I think I had my worst injury as far as boxing was in the gym when I was sparring with a headgear that was too small, and it rubbed my eye. So anything that hit the guard that was covering your eye right here, anything that hit it kept doing this. So it made me have like a quick black eye. But other than that, no. And best believe the Joker that was hitting me with that small headgear. No, I ain't gonna even talk about because that's my brother. I call him my brother. Let me see what you're talking about in here. Yeah, but we as a community have to come together. This is a speech I'm giving y'all every day. We have to come together. We gotta like tell them, put out a survey. Just put it out there. Even if you don't believe in a survey, tell them to put out a survey. Still City, put out a survey and let us see the numbers. Don't make a survey very quiet. They're so quiet it's annoying because you don't really have the managers that come in there. They like, even though they're on vacation, it seems like they're still on vacation. But yeah, Still City put out a survey and let it be a survey that is monitored, that y'all cannot change. Nobody could change anything, and let the public see the results. Y'all not gonna do that because y'all already have how y'all going to make Undisputed 2. So my thing is, any company that's making a boxing video game, make a survey. But because we can't trust Still City. If you're planning, if you want to make a boxing game and you're thinking about it, you ain't gotta say that we're making a boxing game. We just want to see what the fans want, and it give us a great, vision of should we make a boxing video game or not. It will make fans get excited, and they actually probably will kind of force your hand to make a boxing video game. 2K, make a survey. EA, make a survey. PlayStation, make a survey. Microsoft, make a survey. Activision, make a survey. Make a survey for people. You will see the influx of people that want a boxing video game. Because y'all think is boxing is a niche. It's not. Boxing is not a niche. Globally, boxing is not a niche. It wouldn't make as much money as it does if it was a niche. Do the research of what a niche is. Boxing is not. It makes too much money globally. Y'all keep trying to feed to us that it's a niche so y'all don't have to do anything. It's like y'all going out your way to program the community. Even I be hearing content creators repeat certain things. I heard that a lot of times. When I hear content creators say stuff, it's stuff that we were almost trained at EA to say or do. Y'all just repeating stuff that the industry wants y'all to repeat. Anything that you see in real boxing can be put in a boxing game. Boxing is not a niche because it wouldn't make as much money as it does. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's frustrating for like fans like me. For me, especially for me, I got fans that's attacking me, which is the stupidest thing in the world. And then you got developers that's attacking me. Then you got, people that's investors attacking me. It's all these people just attacking me. And I'm like, yo, you serious? I'm trying to help the sport to be represented accurately, realistically. It's just be funny to me. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me get some more talking points. Yeah, it just annoyed me that, especially when Egas said what he said. I say, all right, Egas, all right. Let's see, Peace. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, all right. Now I'm talking about investors. A lot of people don't realize what investors' job. I mean, what can they say? What can they do? Are they just investors? Investors' role and responsibility beyond money. How investors influence creative decisions, not just finances. The difference between passive investment and active stewardship. The authentical responsibility of investors to uphold the sport's reputation. The danger of investors valuing short-term returns over long-term authenticity. That's a major one for me. The danger of investors valuing short-term returns over long-term authenticity or realism. And in my question to Egas, if a game misrepresents boxing, does the responsibility ends up with the developers or extended to those funding it? Hmm. Hmm. Question to Egas: if a game represents boxing, does the responsibility end with the developers or extended to those funding it? Would you stay silent if a champion you invested in started losing unfairly due to mismanagement in his training? Why treat the sport differently? Here goes some questions. How poor games impact? Well, it's not questions; they're talking points that I was rude. How poor games impact real boxers' legacies, moves, styles, tendencies misrepresented. Fans interpret games as representations of real boxers. Inaccuracies can distort public perception. That's what it does. I be hearing the conversations in the Discord. I'm like, what's going on with these conversations? They're weird. Highlight highlight the emotional investment of the fan base, which can be measured only in dollars. Highlighting the emotional investment of the fan base, which can't be measured only in dollars. We're not just selling punches. We're curating history. And when the community sees history misrepresented, trust erodes faster than a broken combo. The gap between developers and fans. Why studios often underestimate fan knowledge of boxing. They don't, to me, they don't underestimate fans' knowledge of boxing. It's just that they don't want to listen to those fans that have knowledge of boxing. Fans often notice AI flaws, strategy missteps, or stylistic errors that devs miss. Community-driven feedback can serve as a free Q&A team for realism, not just bug reporting. You can tell fans trust us. No, you can't tell fans anymore to trust us. They've studied boxers, watched fights, tracked tendencies. If your AI doesn't match realistically, they'll call it out immediately, and rightfully so. Financial versus cultural stakes. Money isn't the only currency, credibility is. Fan loyalty and legacy are just as valuable. Poor execution risks long term profitability because passionate fans leave. You hear that? Poor execution risks long term profitability because passionate fans leave. Highlight, let me see. Investors' decisions shape both business outcomes and boxing culture representation. You can make millions off a flashy boxing game, sure, but if the fans leave because the sport feels disrespected, the game has no community to sell to, and that's a failure investors need to own. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. All right, let me finish reading this. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Um, Companies need to deep dive into AI tendencies, decision making, and adaptive strategies. White chain combos, stamina management, and behavioral tendencies make or break immersions. The difference between AI for casual fun versus AI that respects boxing strategy. These are the things that companies need to talk about. The difference between AI for casual fun versus AI that respects boxing strategy. You can't lump them together. All that balancing junk, stop it. We see what you're trying to do. keep saying balancing, 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 and y'all falling for it. They trying to hypnotize y'all. Anything you say more than 3 times back to back, you're trying to hypnotize somebody with it. Trying to make them remember. If you want to remember something, you repeat it 3 times or more. Let me see. Online modes expose AI flaws faster than anything. Investors can't ignore this. They're funding the very product that fans dissect online frame by frame. Because y'all online people thinking AI doesn't mean anything. It does mean anything. Because the game should, if it worked great offline, it's going to work great online. Especially if they got the system set up for both of them to work off of an online server. That's what people not paying attention to. Yeah, you're playing a game that's from their server. That's why I be telling y'all, stop buying those digital copies of games. Get both if you can. Get both. You get that digital copy. Let's say that their servers go down or anything go down. You can't play your game that you paid for. Let me see. All right. Silence from leadership or investors can be interpreted as acceptance of mediocrity. When a product fails to meet expectation, it reflects the priorities of everyone involved, not just the developers. I can challenge, if no one speaks up, are we conflicted and letting the sport be misrepresented? See that? If no one speaks up, are we complicit in letting the sport be misrepresented? I'm going to say it one more time to see can I hypnotize y'all to listen. If no one speaks up, are we complicit in letting the sport be misrepresented? Just y'all gotta be more outspoken and stop accepting things and hoping that Steel City does the right thing. Y'all keep hoping. If they don't know, they don't know. That whole logo that Ash said, made by boxing fan for boxing fan, it sounded good, but it's not true. Let me see. Nobody's in the chat. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. Fans are watchdog for authenticity. They demand realism. Surveys, polls, and forums aren't marketing. They are accountability tools. Investors ignoring fans' input risk eroding community trust permanently. If you want loyal fans, you can't just market nostalgia. You need to respect it, replicate it, and listen to the people who live it daily. If you want loyal fans, you can't just market nostalgia. You need to respect it, replicate it, and listen to the people who live it daily. Do you feel comfortable funding a gang? This is the question to Aegis. Questions to Aegis. If you follow me on Twitter, you can see the conversation. This is a question to Aegis. And if any of y'all, I'm giving y'all permission. If y'all want to cut this out and y'all want to tag Aegis, do so. I'm 100% behind it. All right, this is a question to you, Aegis. Do you feel comfortable funding a game that fails to honor boxing? Is it enough to just fund the project? Or do you feel responsible for its cultural accuracy? If a boxing, if a boxer's legacy is misrepresented in a game you invested in, do you consider that a loss? When will investors speak up as loudly as fans? Egus. So I'm gonna add a couple of more questions. Egus, you have to speak up for this game. Why not speak up for the game? Why not actually talk to ask them? Why don't you actually be in some of these discords or talk to the outspoken people? Why don't you actually have a conversation? Why don't you even just come on the show? Come on the show, you guys. I can take fans' criticism all day, but when an investor treats boxing like a spreadsheet, that's when I start asking questions. You guys, that's what it seemed like when you attack me on Twitter. It sounds like you're protecting your investment, even though you don't care what it is on a spreadsheet. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all that's invested in this game, y'all really don't even pay attention to what the game is. Y'all don't even pay attention to the community. All right, the bigger picture. How poor execution in a boxing game can affect the genre long term. How accurate representation can become a benchmark for future games. Position me and SCI as advocates for both the sport and gaming community. Add me on at some point, my ideas. You ain't gotta listen to me. At least look over my ideas and listen to the other people in the community that are very outspoken. I don't like things to be about me. We're not just we're not just making a product, asking you to make a product. We're asking you to make a statement about what boxing games should be. And investors need to understand that statements carry weight beyond dollars. This is my call to action. Investors, be more accountable. Ask questions. Engage with with the product. Developers, listen to fans. Respect the sport. Fans, continue providing constructive feedback. It matters. And this one I got to stop at. Fans continue providing constructive feedback. It matters. But people are going to tell you that you're just being annoying, even though you're giving feedback. Feedback is feedback to me. You should be giving feedback about this game, suggestions, wishes, and ideas, all of that. Passion is never the enemy. Silence and indifference are. We can all do it better together. Stop thinking I'm against y'all. Let me see. Who's still in the chat? Chat just slowed down on me. So y'all Nighthawks. This early for y'all. I should have did a 6 o'clock show on Sunday. Always do the show at 3 on Sundays. I think Google is saying this is the best time on a Sunday. I think between 3 and 7. Excuse me. Yeah, it's crazy. If y'all see that post on my Twitter account, it's funny that he will say something. Give me a second. I'm trying to see did he respond back. No, he ain't respond back. I'm gonna tell you the post that he answered on. I might show y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the post that he responded to. The mother's getting scared, boy. When you start talking about something that might mess with their money, they get scared. Let me show you the picture. Give me a second, y'all. The computer kind of slow. Give me a second. Yeah, this the picture right here. All right, this the picture right here. He literally responded. I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said. He said, "Did I see a post from you leaving video game starting 2026? So you are back?" Three question marks. Just like some boxers coming back from retirement. Come on, be a man of your word. Joker trying to tell me that I need to leave. I shouldn't come back. Man, that shows how much he know how deep in this community I am. I've been around for decades, E-gas. Want me to leave. So you could in your next game have Pokemon characters in it and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Don't come at me, E-gas. Aegis. Climax. Don't come at me. It's weird. It's like they see the pressure piling up. You want to come on the show? Let me see. Give me a second. I'm gonna invite you in. I thought you wanted to come on, Norton. I gave that's the address. Let me see. Is it working? It should have worked though. Yeah, that's the how you get it. Yeah, I send you the link, Solo. It give me a second, y'all. I'm typing. Thoughts on playing again the way. Let me see. I got something I want to read, but I want to see if Norton gonna join me. I thought he was coming through. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna read off this until something happens. All right. All right. This is in reference to when I said play undisputed the way it's intended. All right. If we go by that logic of what I said, we're going by like this. Understanding the intended experience. That's what Ash trying to say. Developers design the game around specific systems and flow, stamina management, punch timing, AI tendency. It sound all that sound good, but that's not what it is. All right. The pros of playing a game properly. You experience what the developers wanted, closer to real boxing strategy. The game teaches patience, counter punching, reading opponents, and stamina management. That's what you're doing. That's the pros. That's what you force yourself to do. Satisfaction. Winning feels earned rather than exploiting broken mechanics. Satisfaction. Winning feels earned rather than exploiting broken mechanics. Shared understanding of rules and gameplay needs leads to better online competition and discussion. That's the leagues. That's community alignment. Now here are the flaws, the cons, the frustrations. If AI is flawed or animations don't match match realistic mechanics, playing as intended can feel frustrating or unfair. Some fans may feel punished for trying to play clean, while others exploit quirks. Stamina punch Stamina and punch tracking or timing systems may not always behave consistently, so intended gameplay can feel clunky. Oh, here we go. We got Norton here. Norton in the house. What's good, my brother? You might have to back in and back out. I don't know why it does that. You might have to back in and back out. You might have to back out and back in, I mean. Yeah, I can't hear you. There we go.
All right, can you hear me
You
now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, my brother?
What's going on?
You said I got to back out?
No, not now. Cause I thought you was having a problem getting on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this thing, man.
Yeah, so what's up? What's going on, man?
No, everything good. I like what you do, so I'm like, man, let me jump up here, man, and let me get in here with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, coming on. That's why I be trying to tell everybody. This is their show. This is not only my show, this is their show. You come on, talk about what you want to
Everything
talk
good.
about.
Hold on, I'm hearing you double. Let me see if I can fix it.
You got the green screen in back of you too. I guess we all do the same thing. We start fixing stuff at the last minute. We start fixing everything at the last minute. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. We all do the same thing. I be going through the same thing. Nothing. Nothing. Dad, what happened? Your mic work? Your headset
Okay.
mic was work. Oh, there you go. You can't hear me? I was hearing you, but now I can't hear you. You got a lot of stuff going on over there, right? Can't hear you. I was hearing you when you first put the headsets back on. I can't hear nothing. It sounds like I'm arguing with myself. I'm talking to myself. Nah, I can't hear nothing.
Yo.
There you go.
Okay, so you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Cool. All right, I'm up in the thing. So listen, so what it was I was hearing doubles. So I had both of the things. I went there the way I could share my screen too. Because you were talking about something about the game, right? When you were saying
Yeah,
that the developers and the people buying into the game, you know what I mean? That's what they creative control. There was a trip that they did. They sent a lot of the YouTubers to Vegas, and they actually had to be able to have a sit down conversation with Ash and his team, and they asked Ash about They said, "Hey Ash, how do you feel about implementing the parry block?" And Ash told him like, it's just not enough buttons on the controller.
Yeah, that's bull
And
crap.
look,
That's
listen, right? So
right. Man.
but I was more upset, and I hope that no YouTuber take it no type of way, but I was more upset with them, not saying, "Hey, did you know that um this was implemented before in a boxing game where you hold the right trigger and you move the right?" Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
nobody said nothing.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
I'm like,
When
yo,
they
what in the world going on?
see when they say it's not enough buttons, it's combination of buttons.
Yeah.
You can use a combination. So when they be saying, I'm like, nah, man, you can't get away from that. Like pivoting and stuff like that. They trying to make that excuse. Nah, man, you can't get away with that.
Yeah, it kind of threw me off a little bit. And that's why I get mad at the YouTubers, you know what I mean? Because it's like,
They
yo,
don't
y'all
ask the right questions or hey, nah, we ain't accepting that question,
like
that answer.
not only that, it's just like, yo, y'all don't know. Y'all didn't know because y'all not really like into like the boxing video games like that. Let's keep it real and say that instead of sitting around nod your head, yes, like you understand what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'd rather have you do that than sit around and act like you understand what's going on and you messing it up for everybody.
yeah. Because you our voices and you really not our voices. You just going for props.
Yeah. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. I wanted to come up here to talk to you about the game because I myself, I
Yeah,
like Undisputed. I know that there's a lot going on with the game and a lot of things that they
yeah,
can fix with the game because I played all the boxing games at the highest level of competition, not story modes and things like that. That's why I stay in
yeah,
my lane. I don't go into the
yeah,
lane where everybody be like, yo, the single player. Well, I'm not that. I'm a competitive gamer. You know what
yeah.
I mean? So I've been
And
doing this
that's
shit.
how it should be.
Yeah, yeah, I've
Like,
been doing it for a while.
everybody's trying to speak for everybody, but like it shouldn't be an offline mode. You crazy. That's a
Yeah,
fan base. You
yeah,
want every
it got a
fan
lane
base
for
to
that.
be, yeah.
Yeah. And
I gave you mod access so you can show a screen if you want to.
all right, cool. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Now let me figure out how to do it.
It,
How
it's, it should it
start
should be
sharing screen. Okay, I got
yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm cold with this thing, man. Share my screen. Share. Bam. I want to share my screen real quick, and I want to go to some videos. All right. Allow.
This is my question. It's more like a two-piece question.
It ain't share the screen yet.
I think
Are you watching it first?
Oh, you say it did. Hold on. Let me bring it back. It got the screen up. How do I share it though? Because I got the screen up.
It should have a share button or a presentation button.
Yeah, I hit it. I hit it, and it popped up. I'm looking at it right now, but I want you guys to see it.
Yeah, I don't know what. Is something else you didn't put up there?
Okay, let me start sharing my screen. Share my screen. I want to share this. I want to go to share. All right, now can you guys see now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now I just want you guys to pay attention. I got a couple more videos. I just want y'all to pay attention to this one right here.
Um, there's all these elements that you guys have spoken about that are definitely in our mindsets. I definitely think
nobody cares. I raised my hand.
Go ahead. I mean, whoever. Yeah, no, you already started.
Thank you.
Man, it was like they had no passion about like really asking questions. I'd have been jumping over people.
Hold on, watch this. I want you to hear what he's about to say.
Okay.
I think one of the major things that the game is missing, that's that's in boxing, is a parry system. Like I just feel like that's just a huge opportunity missed, not being able to parry, because that will open up so many other things, and it will close the actual skill gap. That if the opponent is doing something over and over again.
Now let's talk about that for a minute because a lot of complaints right now on Undisputed is the simple fact that players feel like people are using exploits to win and just beat somebody. And I agree with them. So creating a parry system will allow you to catch that same hand that people are throwing over and over again, abusing it, and finally I make them stop. Because if I catch it 5 times in a row, common sense gonna tell you to do something else. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
See,
so yeah. So him asking this question was actually the best question of the whole video. I'm up there play just a little bit more for you. I want you to hear what Ash is going to say. Then let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Like you're extremely limited to how you can deal with it. And I know me and Pride talked about this a lot, is that why is it that players can be so successful doing one thing, but I have to do all these things to try to counter it, and they just have to do one thing. Prime example in the very beginning of early access, the step back cross, the uppercuts to the body. Now it's the jab to the body. It's there's not enough tools to deal with.
I said this before. There's not enough defensive options.
Yep.
Shout out to my man, the Beast MacGyver. If y'all don't know who he is, his name is what's his new name on YouTube? Sports gaming analysis, right? Because he been pushing this for the longest of having more defensive options that balance the game. Now I'm gonna skip along because I don't, want to be over here too long, and I know what you're trying to do over here. So let me just press play right here.
You're a guest. This your show too right now.
All right. Okay, let's bring it back.
Offensive modifiers, but being able to hold, let's say, an L1 to actually initiate parries or R1 for the block, I just feel like there's more that can be done with the controller scheme.
So I guess there's probably a bit of a flipping coming from it.
What is it? Let's talk about it.
In terms of the control scheme, I think the way the game was built in those early days, we had a control scheme that we then just added things on, and we kept on adding things on to the point where it was like, okay, for us to now fundamentally change or add a feature, we're gonna have to almost redesign the entire thing.
They should have.
Yes, they definitely
should have.
Yes,
look what they're doing now. Look what they're doing now. Nothing.
Yes, they should have. Hold on. Why? Wait. There's more.
I'd love to be able to put a parry system in. I'd love to be able to put in head movement whilst you're moving, right? So like all of these things, for us.
Did you hear what he just said? He said, I would love to put a parry system in the game, and I would love to put head movement in while you're moving.
That should have been easy
we're
with
learning
physics.
from some of the mistakes we've made. And listen, we've made a ton of mistakes, right? No, I'm not.
And this is why I rock with Ash to be right there. He said, yes, they could have did it. They made a lot of mistakes. But they're having all of these YouTubers, right? If they would have had, listen, I kid you not, and I ain't trying to, disrespect nobody, and I hope nobody taking a disrespect. But if they would have had real fight night competitive boxing player, they would have had Malky Pablo, if they would have had the Beast MacGyver, or what you guys know him now right now is sports gaming analysis, they would have me, they would have Finishing Dre, they would have had Coach Anthony, like players who really do it on a competitive level. We would have been able to help with the balancing, but they're going after people who got the highest views, the better camera, and things like that. And that's not good. Even though they got the audience to play into the game, if they're really not competitive boxing players, like some of these dudes, Proxys, shout out to Proxys. Yo, that dude is crazy in UFC.
Yeah.
He's not too crazy in boxing, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But watch this. Hold on, look, if there's more.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, we've made the perfect game and like, what are you guys complaining about? It's
literally
the purpose of me asking these.
He is, but he definitely is. Let me go ahead and play one more time.
Go ahead.
Everything that you guys have said, like there isn't anything that anyone said that I'm thinking, like, oh shit, like, why have we not done anything here, right? And for us, it's all about like, okay, all these things that we're taking and we're learning from, it's just gonna allow us to build something better, right?
That alone right there, which makes me an undisputed fan and happy to try to represent this game to make it better. For what he just said right there. He said, there's nothing you guys said tonight that will make me say that, you know what, because they're not saying nothing, bro. Yep. They're not saying. One of them actually is Mike Tyson in the game. How about Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah.
How about single player career mode? Yeah. Nobody never really said nothing about. Thank you. Now if you want, we could talk some more about this interview because he didn't get to the point where, hey,
Go ahead.
yeah, we just don't got enough buttons.
Go
And
ahead.
you know, whether it's a parry system, whether it's the head movement, we're taking all of these things into consideration.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, hey,
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Nobody ain't asked him.
now listen what Paras is gonna come back and say after this.
like what you were saying, the casual mode, the hardcore mode.
Now listen, that's why, and yo, practice, please. I hope you don't feel no type of way about me saying this. This is why we can't get nowhere, right? Because this man just made a beautiful point about adding something in the game that could stop people from doing the same thing over with, making people not even want to play the game. Paraxis turned back around and says this.
I mean, I play games like League of Legends and stuff, and they have like PvE where people would be on the updates that's coming out way before it comes out, and even if it isn't something like that, where it's like a mode where, from like I said, start giving people so many chances. Like if you keep making this dumb mistake and I keep cracking you for it, not let them do that. Like a hardcore mode, essentially.
Yeah. Personally, to piggyback off that,
I don't want to hear his voice, the one that's about to start talking, because it's pointless and it don't make no sense. We have to stick to a topic and we got to keep bringing it like that because that's going to bring change. That's why I come and watch your videos, bro. I come watch your videos because I like what you're saying. I like where you're going with it. But at the end of the day, you're consistent of what you're talking about. Sports gaming analysis is consistent of what he talks about.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with him all the time. That's my brother.
Me neither. Me neither.
He'll tell you, man, Norton, man, and but hey, that's my brother. I don't agree with a lot of his approach, but what he said, you can't deny it, bro. And with Ash Khabib saying, you know what, we're looking into these things. Listen, this is what I'm saying. If you're creating a game, right, you have to make sure if you're creating a game that's a single player game, the story driven thing is going to be through the roof, you know?
Yeah.
If you're making a competitive game, you have to balance it and make sure it's not all offense and not enough defense, and not all defense and not enough offense.
Yeah.
So not only do we not have things to stop certain things, people can run. It's so hard to cut off the ring with the camera spinning and things like that. Yo, it's like we have to be consistent with, hey, listen, I'm talking about competitive online mode.
Yeah.
So this is what we need. We need more defensive options. Okay, if we can't get it, quit dragging us along, acting like y'all gonna update this game when y'all know y'all about to drop a part 2 in 2027. This is a fact. Like, at least let us know, like, hey man, we're gonna throw all this year, we're going crazy. All the we're dropping five fighters every month until 2027, where we're gonna do a new release, better online, stable, more, you know what I mean? We gotta have that, bro. We just got to.
We gotta put a band-aid off.
Yeah. Because you're not gonna play basketball, right? And you can't set screens. You know what I mean? We're not gonna play football. We're not gonna play football. We can't blitz. You know what I mean? So why am I going to play a football game and I can't kick for a 2-pointer? I can't blitz. My quarterback can't run. Like, what the fuck? It's not football. And that's like, they got to start listening to the hardcore fans because we're going to be there. I've been there. I got well over 6,000 fights, period. Right now, and I'm ranked like 13 in the world on Xbox. I would be number 1, but all the crazy shit that's happening.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing me to come on this platform. And I got some more videos. So I'm just waiting for you to tell me to let me do my thing for I can show.
You can show more of this one and break it down.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I told you this is your show right now. You're the guest.
Thank you, my friend. So allow me to do this, right? Allow me to do this. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, let me reshare this. Hey, I love this platform. What is this that we're on?
It's called Talk Show.
Talk Show, huh?
Talk Show.
Oh yeah, I like it. I like it for sure.
Yeah, because I used to do this back in the days, and I remember that. Like, let me see, is it still exists? Yup, still exists.
Okay, let's look at this. Can you see what can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, let's hit play. Let's see what's going on.
Undisputed has a lot of issues. So many issues that it's not even worth playing in 2026. If someone was to ask me, would you recommend buying Undisputed? I would honestly respond with the answer of fuck no.
Now, why did I put that? Why did I skip to there? I was actually doing something for my podcast, for the Undisputed Pop Off Gaming podcast, but I want to show you guys why I say this is important. Look how many views in one day this man got. 6,000, right? Views in one day of him saying that this game is bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? But you know how
Yeah,
many, now to go to the comments, right? I'm blown. Fight Night isn't on PlayStation. What's funny, the gameplay wise, Fight Night Champion mod don't really change anything. Just give you a new skin, but they still saying it's the best thing ever, right? It's still better than Undisputed gameplay in 2000. That's a fucking lie, bro. But him having a voice in the community so big, they're gonna rock with him, bro. They're gonna watch what he play because his content is dope. But look at this, man. Look,
yeah.
and it's still better than Undisputed. Like it's spewing out, and I know why. Why? Let's see why.
Undisputed has a lot of issues. So many issues that it's not even worth playing in 2026. If someone was to ask me, would you recommend buying Undisputed? I would honestly respond with the answer of fuck no.
Bruh. And I'm about to move this out the way, and I'm gonna put cancel because I was actually clipping that for my video. But I'm
A lot of issues. So many issues that it's not even
let's move it.
pass. For almost every fighter that is usable in the game, and they
Now
have yet to fix the
let's
base
see
model
what he's
fighters in the
comparing it
game.
to. Let's do that.
Night and using head movement was a breath of fresh air. There are so many things wrong with Undisputed that you realize when playing Fight Night. Let's just name a few things without going into too much details. When you rock your opponent with a big shot in Fight Night, you can follow up with punches moving forward to really get your opponent out of there. When you rock
that don't look better than Undisputed.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
And I don't, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Fight Night fan, bro. Like if you Google Norton Block Solo, you're gonna see me fighting Coach Anthony 13 years ago with 6,000 wins playing Fight Night. That don't look better. You know what I mean?
It doesn't.
But let me keep pressing play.
someone in Undisputed, it is so hard to knock your opponent down because punches don't land, punch animations moving forward is shit, and your opponent can just back up faster than you can move forward. The only way to knock your opponent down when you rock them in Undisputed is to spam power uppercuts over and over again until they fall. You can't chain together combination in Undisputed without getting tired after 4 punches.
Now they should fix that. There's no way in hell everybody's complaining about not being able to throw that many punches without gassing out. They should have fixed that. That is something that should have been addressed the second patch. But guess what they did? They cut the stamina down. You can still throw the hard punches, and people are still doing it. But if they would have given us more defensive options, we wouldn't have to worry about running out of gas and stamina because people would have started thinking before they throw punches.
Exactly.
And that, but we need the right people in line. Shout out to iGame You Watch. I support him. I watch him, so I hope you don't take this as a diss. I rock with him. I rock with Proxys. I rock with what's my guy name? Who just won the tournament out there.
That was Box Eye View.
Box Eye View. I rock with Box Eye View. I come every time he go live, I come check him out if I ain't doing nothing. I mess with them dudes. I used to rock with JMMA, but I don't rock with him no more respectfully because it got disrespectful for no reason when I support his platform. You know what I mean? I support all of you guys. Everybody who does a video about Undisputed or Fight Night, I support you guys. But when disrespect get involved and people start gatekeeping and things like that, I don't mess with that no more. There's no way in hell that Sports Gaming Analysis or myself or a couple other people who really put on for this game wasn't where they was at. But now I understand we wasn't being consistent enough on YouTube making these videos for these updates, and they were. So that's why I'm jumping in here with you. I'm going live later on tonight. I will be more active this year in 2026 to support all the boxing games, but my number one boxing game that I'm gonna support is Undisputed for sure. Or how you like the pop off game and clothing, man? You got to send me your size. I'm gonna send you one of these, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
to go get that pop off game and stuff. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, I got you.
You well ahead of me. I was thinking about because I'm an artist. That's what people get mad at me. They be like, "Bro, you always doing AI." I'm an artist. I'm an artist
man.
first.
Yeah, facts. You got to put that to work, and that's why I got the intro for the music. I got the outro for the music, and I got game videos. I got another. I have another one that I want to show you. I got another video.
But do stuff like this. Check this out before you change it. You see this animation right here?
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to listen. This is the thing I did. Look, this is the thing I be wanting to say, right? When you see the animations and you see things like this, they can't come on, man. Man, if you might as well fall down. If somebody butt in the air like that ain't linked over. Man, let him go down, man. You shouldn't even real boxing. You can't take this much damage and punch it to your face anyway. I don't care who you are, man. You know what I mean? Let me stop sharing my screen. Thank you, bro, for allowing me to come on your platform and
anytime, man.
and talk boxing because I play this game for sure, bro. You know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, you search Norton Block Solo, you're gonna see a lot of people who won and be like, "Yo, I beat Norton!" Like. Yeah, I play this game for real high.
Yeah, and you don't give up. I was talking about that earlier. I was saying you don't give up.
Yeah, I play this game for sure, and I'm not gonna give up on it because this is all we got. We haven't had a boxing game since 2011. You know, and a lot of people be like, "Yo, it's their first game. You know, we got to give them a chance. We got to give them a break." I feel like as a community, we have to do them justice by not only giving them our criticism respectfully, but trying to help them out. We can't just talk about them without showing them why we're saying this. You know what I mean? I kid you not. If you can go back to some of these old Boxer Fanatical videos, I told Boxer Fanatical this was going to happen. I said, Boxer Fanatical, listen, people are going to be so excited that we have a new boxing game that they're gonna play until they start losing and they realize that the level that they're at, they'll never get no better. So what they're going to start doing is crying to the developers. The developers are going to try to satisfy them by switching it, and it's going to make everybody not like the game. And I kid you not, bro. I waited like 9 minutes to play the game, bro. 9 minutes to find one fight, and the leaderboards and the rankings are so messed up. I'm a platinum 2. I get 10 points per win. I lose 45 points. You know what I'm saying to you, bro? You lose one fight, you lose 45 points. You win one fight, you only get 10. Come on, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That means you got to win 10 fights to level up. And you're waiting 9 minutes per fight. Get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody trying to do it. Come on, man. What we're fighting for? We don't got no online belts. We don't got no. Hey, shout out to remember cause you gaming as long as me, right? Do you remember when EA had their own UFC game and you could step on their head and things like that? You remember that game that came out?
Yeah.
Now you remember exactly the name. Every Friday they used to do a community gaming event. You remember that?
Yeah.
And whoever get the most wins, they'll fight live right there. And then they give them points and they give them certain shit. That's what we need in today's gaming, bro. Like the Mario Brother era is over with. The online competition gaming is what people want. You know what I mean? Anything other than that is considered gambling.
Keep talking. I got a phone call.
Go ahead. But they need to give us something to want to play online. Give us something to want to be like, you know what, man, I know I'm only getting 10 points per win and I'm losing 40, but give us something, man. They'll be like, yo, okay, Friday, every month, at the end of the month, the top 10 people on the leaderboard will fight live for a belt or that come out to Vegas or something. Like, if you're a new company, you got to invest into your fan base too, not just your game by getting Roy Jones on there and all these boxers. Invest into the fan base. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that'll help too. But us bashing them all day about the developers can do this and they get, man, no boxing game ever did what you guys are asking, period. Now, Perry, yeah, they did that, but y'all want a whole bunch of crazy stuff to happen that ain't never happened before, and no UFC game or no boxing game. So, what's up, everybody? What's going on, man? I just want to thank my man Poe for allowing me to come up here, man. I will be going live, if not tonight, tomorrow for sure. Um, play a couple matches, man, to talk some boxing and what do we want to see in the game, because we keep telling them what we want to see in the game, right? We got to keep making these videos. We got to get these views. We got to get these conversations going. You know what I mean? We can't just be up here talking to ourselves. We got to make sure that we talking to the fan base, people who really want to, even if they don't want your undisputed because it rubbed them the wrong way. You know what I mean? We want a boxing game that people are going to want to invest in the people, not just the game. Because once you invest in the people gonna purchase the game. And hey man, I be telling people, hey man, you played this, hey they do this, woo woo. Who don't want to win a live tournament online with the developers and everybody there? Y'all might get some of the fighters in there. Okay, who's going to the tournament? Are y'all picking who Roy Jones is fighting against who? Calzaghe? Let's get them on here. Let them commentate the fight. Man, that'd be crazy. Come on, man. Y'all gotta invest. Y'all gotta do something like that. You can't just give us you know what I mean? You can't just expect us to be happy that we're playing a new boxing game, man. You know what I mean? You gotta take advantage of that. You feel me? So that's my whole goal for 2026. I just hope Undisputed take advantage of the space they got right now, because if they could separate themselves right now for anything that's dropping, because we're not gonna see no boxing game this year. Period. The only we if we can if Fight Night can combat Undisputed by one way, if they come out with a Fight Night, um, look, check this out, Paul. Fight Night can really combat what Undisputed is doing right now. If they drop every Fight Night game and bring back the leaderboards and be like, give us Fight Night 1, 2, 3, 4 champions, and then throw in the Knockout King series too, just for fun. Oh my God, bro,
We'll kill this game.
right. That's what I'm saying. So Undisputed got to take advantage of the time and the space they got right now. I'm talking about they got to take advantage of it, man, for real.
But we got to scare them. We got to scare them a little bit. Everybody keep making them feel comfortable.
Man, shit, they scared. Trust me when I tell you they scared, because they see the numbers dropping, bro. They see it.
And they got to keep them investors happy.
Yeah, but they need to leave them fucking investors alone, because I want to go to one of the videos where they ask me, they say, yo, man, I feel like I'm beating somebody's face up and they're not their eye not that, you know what's going on. And Asher B said, well, they didn't want it too violent.
That's a lie.
Boxing no, he definitely said that.
No, I'm
It's
talking about he's lying.
No, I believe him.
The industry.
Look, I believe him because he said that he said the IBO, one of them boxing
He's saying the British Board of Control, the BBC.
They
That's
didn't
a
want
lie. I did the research.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he lying.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, they don't want it looking bloody and gory. He's like, because when our first models that we was making, they told him no.
Yeah, because y'all should be thanking me with EA, because they wanted to take the violence out of it. They took it back out, but it was like real violent. They used that M rating for that story mode, but they was going to use it for the blood. They said bloody and stuff like that. Paul, I still got the email. We make it too bloody. We got to give an M rating. I'm like, all right, kids still gonna buy regardless if it's an M rating or not.
Yeah, it gonna make people want it more, bro. Like,
yeah.
Listen, boxing ain't what the fuck they think. Boxing ain't kickball, man.
Exactly.
If you keep punching somebody in their nose, it's gonna break shit. It's gonna look like that's why I always give respect to Fight Night Round 3, bro. Fight Night Round 3 was the first sports game that had HD in it. I'm talking about this 2020, was it 6? 525, and it had the HD when it came on. Boom.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have an HD TV, you wouldn't see that animation come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that game was so crazy. You hit them in slow motion and they face would be twisted up and oh man.
Fight Night Round 3. Fight Night Round 3. Man. It did a Undisputed. Yeah. They sold us on the trailer. You remember the trailers, how it looked? We said, hold up, the characters don't look like the trailers.
Yeah.
That's how they sold it.
I just think that they asked him about that too. They was like, hey, people were thinking ESBC and Undisputed is two different games. He's like, no, to be honest with y'all, the one that we were trying to give y'all, it just didn't work. It looked good, but it just didn't work. And I think
That's what Will told him to say.
I just think the game itself looks good. The animations, certain punches thrown and shit, it just don't look good like that. Right straight to
Yeah,
the body. Who Sonny Edwards did a lot of this stuff. I ain't gonna lie. He
yeah,
did a
you
lot of
tell.
motion.
He
That right
did
straight to the
Ali.
body is horrible, bro.
Yeah,
That right straight to the body is
that's why.
trash.
That's why I say boxers should be more vocal.
Man,
Sean Porter tried it, but they got rid of him. Sean Porter tried it.
I don't think they got rid of him. I really think
They silenced him, or he
I
got,
think
got uninterested in it.
I was just about to say, I don't think that because they're not creating no interest for the game. Shout out to my man Deuce Juice on PC, right?
Yeah,
What he does is amazing, bro. He had Antonio Tarver on that live stream. They fighting live. You know, he was bringing interest to that. But
yeah,
when you left, I said something, right? I said Undisputed has to invest in their fan base, right? Get the
yeah,
fans excited to want to play rank. Oh man, at the end of this month, the top 10, the top 20, we're gonna do a tournament live. We're gonna be giving away prizes. You're gonna be able to
yeah,
woo. That's what's gonna bring everybody. If y'all don't do that, your game is gonna, bro. This new generation ain't like how we was playing Ring King and all these games from back in the 90s, bro. They're not like us, bro. They don't want really competition. If you beat them too hard, they're gonna say you. Somebody told me the other day, Poe, that I was spam leaning.
You basically said you basically saying what I would be. I got a blog and I was in a video that everything is not spam. They call everything spam.
He said, you're
He
counter
said, "You're
spamming.
jabbing." I said, hold up, you spam jabbing? I said, that's new to me. You supposed to spam the jab.
How about counter spamming? You're counter spamming. Like counter
Yeah,
spamming. Bro, quit using Call of Duty words for,
yeah,
for Undisputed, bro. Stop
yeah. I'm
calling
like,
spam.
yo,
You only get two hands. With this hand, I can throw a jab, I can throw a hook, I can throw an
yeah.
uppercut. Vice
And
versa
if
with this hand, right? Then I can do it to the side or whatever. I
yeah,
can, come in with it. But that's it. So ain't
but
no
this
spam jabbing, man. What the?
yeah, but this what I be telling people. Like when you get hit with the same punch over and over, that's on you. Your
Yeah,
defense. If
yeah.
it's there, like even when we learned when I was boxing and somebody like knew more than me, they'd be catching me with like 3 or 4 right hands or 4 hooks and stuff because they know you left yourself open to
Open,
that.
yeah.
Because my thing is I was just going for the kill, and they're like, "Oh, all right, I see what you want." Bat,
Okay.
boxing me and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, well, when we ask for things like that, we gotta understand that in this game they don't give you much of a defense, but to either block, step back, or
Exact,
run.
exact,
That's the
exact,
options. All right, you want
exact.
to step? I'm sorry, my son watching cartoons. He going crazy in the living room. Talk about the little Paw Patrol. He tripping. But when you play Undisputed, right? Somebody throwing it right straight to your body over and over. Like today, I lost to this dude, man. I was mad as hell. He would pick David Benavidez. He'd go southpaw and throw 5 jabs, boom, 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 to the body. And if you try to throw a punch in between that 5 sequence, it's a counter. And then he'll run for the whole round. So when you get closer, he'll do it again. Bah, 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 bah. Now he have 2 counters, and you try to get it back. So he
Oh,
ended up beating me. So our next fight, I went southpaw and did it to him. So then when he tried to come and get it back, I went to my regular routine, boom, 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 punishing him. So, but that's just my mind frame when it comes to gaming. A lot of people ain't really active or, bro, listen, my Xbox profile is 19 years old, bro. If you take 19 years out of a lot of these new gamers' life, they'll still be in diapers, bro. You know what I
yep,
mean? So
100%.
even if they're 27, 28, if you take 19 years from them, they're still little kids and they wasn't even there,
Yep,
you know.
yep.
So I give them that, but my whole goal is I want people to support this game, but you got to be vocal. It's a difference between being vocal and disrespectful, and that's what I was trying to tell my man. I'm like, yo, listen, you want the the boxing industry to hear what you have to say. You got the voice. The way you talk is like a chief. They're gonna listen to how you talk. But when you come so disrespectful, and then we gotta go different routes. Like they're gonna be like, man, who the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna listen. And then you're gonna get mad because you know your passion and you know what you're saying is real. They know what you're saying is real. Then they're gonna pick some dude who who's a USC fan that played the game a couple of times and be like, well, bro, listen, I kid you not. Go do this for me. And this is for everybody watching. Let me see how many people will watch. We got like what? 13, 14, 20 people in the thing right now live. Go watch your favorite YouTuber and look at their record. When next time they fight, look at their record. You gonna be like, dude, you didn't even put a fucking enough into this game to understand the counter windows. What are you reviewing? You know what I mean? When this game came out on PC, I kid you not, I had 1,000 wins, bro, on the beta within like a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I'm putting in more work than the people who's supposed to be game testers. Let me get that job. Undisputed, if y'all listening right now, man, y'all can hit me up right now, Northern Block Solo. Send me an email. I'll be happy to do the game for free. I do it for free. I like the game so much, I do it for free. You don't got to pay me or nothing.
See, you like me. That's what I'll be saying. I do this for free. I'm not looking for anything. Maybe a T-shirt. That's it.
Oh, okay. He says, is this the same interview where they told them what they can and can't ask? I didn't know. But my man, pound for pound, boxing said, facts, Norton. My man said, I just want no desync, better punch tracking, better punch animation, just a boxing game that works. Facts. Bro, I hate when people complain about issues that they can easily stop. Facts. Fight Night Round 3 was good. Facts. Salute. Salute, Poe. And then he said, I would work for Steel City for free to help their game. I would too. I would too. But what we got to do is, and whoever you are, my guy who said that, come join my podcast, bro. Come join Poe. Come make this thing big because Poe got he been in the industry. You gotta align yourself with people who we don't want to kiss butt, bro. We ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna kiss butt. If it's whack, I'm gonna say, hey, bro, y'all bogus. But I'm not gonna disrespect y'all. I'm not gonna disrespect them because I want y'all to keep. If y'all cut the servers off Undisputed, I won't be playing no video games. Bro, I would play a PUBG. That's what I was playing. My game was PUBG.
You'll be playing Ark. You'll be playing
Ark. Ark. I would play Ark. I ain't gonna lie. I take it off that. I take it off Ark. You're right. But but we have to align ourselves, man. People, if you're good with editing, if you're good with intros, outros, man, reach out to us. Let's create something that Undisputed developers are gonna watch and say, hey, let's invest in them. Let them do a live stream and let them give away gifts. Let them give away this. Let them do that, and I will help because I can invest in myself. That's why you see I got the pop off gaming. I got the hat too, Poe. I got the hat in the bathroom too. Word. So
hold up, you doing the same way when I'm trying to do it. You got the site. No, you got the site right that. When people buy it, that's how you get profit and y'all share it, right? That's how you doing it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, with this clothing, I'm gonna give it away free for right now. You know what I mean? You come watch the podcast. I randomly pick somebody, boom, I send it to you for free. Before I start charging, I'm gonna give it away for free. Because I feel like what Undisputed is. I believe in what they're doing.
You old school.
I believe that you got to invest in yourself.
Yeah, because people, they don't want to give away nothing. A lot of these content creators, and to me, that's how you get fans. When they see that you care about them and you're trying to give them something, and they try to give back to you and support you.
Look at some of these comments. Yep. What's up, everyone? When you spend money on a game, that definitely that what?
Oh, that's A Smooth.
It says gotta add a lot of disrespect in there with some decent civilized feedback. Your point to get your point across. I don't agree with that. I just believe that you don't never have to give nobody no disrespect to give feedback. They could take your feedback as disrespectful, depending on the traits of the words you use. But I just feel like if you're going to give somebody criticism, that you gotta make sure that show a video with it. Hey man, I'm not just talking about this. Look at this right here. Look how this punch is coming out. Look how the way I game you watch did it. It's the way it should be done. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
case in point, let me show you what I mean by that.
I was laughing at Beast though. Beast is saying, "Oh, they're gonna take you serious if you play the game." No, they're not. It's gonna be the same thing if I play the game or not.
Yeah, facts. I want to do this. I want to show you what he was saying. Let's go to right here.
Best boxing video game of all time. But when it comes to Undisputed, there's one major issue. Is the footwork.
I don't care what nobody said. That shit look good.
They completely revolutionized footwork in all of boxing video
That
games.
look good, boy.
But that is not enough alone.
But it's not the same footwork from the beginning what we had in the betas.
When it comes to
Beta was
Undisputed,
amazing.
there's one major issue. Punches. You heard me right. Punches.
Now let's see
Punches
punch.
do not land. Even if you're standing right in
Look at his right punch come out. It's not gonna
front
land,
of your
bro.
opponent, which is a huge
No.
issue.
Look, and I don't know why it was like that. I don't know it because Sonny Edwards, when he was doing a motion cap, either he was doing it too fast, it didn't pick up right, or what is it? Because that punch even looks stupid as hell. Excuse my language, but that punch looked dumb, bro. Look.
land. Even if you're standing
What?
right in front of
You
your
see it?
opponent, which is a
Yeah.
huge
What is-
punches. You
What
heard
is
me
he
right.
doing? Matter of fact, let me
Punches.
slow it down.
Punches do not land.
Yeah,
Even
but
if you're
that's the
standing right in
animated
front of your
job
opponent,
too.
which is a huge issue for a
Yeah,
video
that's what I'm
game
saying.
Within the
when the game is
animated.
based off punches.
Look at-
They're not boxing fans.
Look at
and
look, I slowed it down. Look at how dumb this punch is.
Punches.
Man,
I'm
why
gonna
you
slow it
making
down.
why you making them sound like Yoda, man?
Yeah, matter of fact, let me mute that. Look at this. Watch the punch that come out from Arturo Gotti. Okay, I can kind of
Yeah,
understand what
yo,
just
that
happened.
looked weird. No, that looked weird coming from him.
Well,
Look,
now I understand why he was kind of short. If you take a look, watch it. Sugar Ray Leonard gonna hit him to the body. It's
Yeah.
gonna back him up a little bit. His right leg is gonna move back and it's gonna throw him off. Watch. Boom.
oh, okay,
You see,
okay.
now look, and then I said, now look, you see his leg? Why is his knee bending to throw that right straight down like that?
Yeah.
That's and
And
look,
it
it
look
didn't
like
go
it's a
nowhere.
smack. It looked like a smack punch, like you're about
Yeah,
to do
what the-
that.
And look, watch it come out again. That was horrible, man.
Yeah.
Like that should they should just look at that alone and then they'd be like, you know what? Okay, cool. We get what you said. That was horrible.
Then you have
Yeah.
to factor in the fact that when
Because
you're moving forward,
And
punches are horrible.
nowadays,
Then you
there are
left with only being
videos that you can compare your
Three punches are-
creations with. So
Well, yeah,
it's no excuse for the developers. They can watch films and do that lines up with what we see on screen.
and this punch right here, that's not
Punches
even real
and
right here.
punches
Watch
only.
this right here.
Then you have
You can't walk forward and do
to
this.
factor in the fact that when you're
That's gonna look stupid as hell in real life boxing, bruh. You're
Yeah.
not gonna do that in real boxing, bruh. So that's that video game right there, and it looks dumb as hell.
Punches
Ali
only.
coming in throwing them
then
hooks
you
like,
have to
look,
factor in the fact
that left hook, okay, it worked.
that when you're moving
That right hook, no, he should have been planning. He should have been turning at the waist a little bit. That ain't nobody throwing no right hook lead in like that. What the hell? Unless they jumping in with it. Now, if he
Yeah.
jump in with it, I respect it. Remember the beta, the ESP, the beta, and that man would throw that left hook. That's what it should look
moving
like.
forward,
Yeah.
the issue for a video game
It should look
when
like
the
this
game
right
is
here,
based
bro.
off punches and punches only.
Hold on, let me go back
Then
to
you have
that right there was how a left hook gonna look.
to factor
Right hook is not gonna look like that, bro. Period. I don't know what
Mhm.
the hell. You gotta position your feet and everything to throw that.
in the fact that when you're moving forward, punches are horrible. Then you left with only being able to throw 3 punches out of a dozen. The point of this video is not to shit on Undisputed, but to show how advanced Fight Night Champion really was.
And then they show this slidey ass shit. Yo, come on, man. Hey, yo, hold on. Let me get to the comments, because we got some comments right there. He says, look like a dev didn't consider the range. Facts. I'm going to head out for to catch y'all later. Hey, yo, pound for pound. Thank you, bro. We appreciate you for joining, bro. Hey, is that pound for pound? Remember that game that was about to come out called Pound for
Yeah,
Pound? Or was it Pound for
Leafy.
Round? Is that
No,
Leafy? That's
pound
him?
for pound.
Is
Yeah,
that-
Leafy. That's the young developer.
Yeah, whatever happened to that game, man?
No, you talk about round for round, for round. I was involved in that.
Yeah, whatever happened to that, man?
I left them because they didn't want to listen.
He said most of the punches are arm punches. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. He said most of the punches are arm punches. But look at this Fight Night champion
15
though.
years ago, with updated technology and
I will bet money. And let me end this. Let me stop sharing the screen. So let me get us back in together where we was at. I can bet money right now that if you go watch any Fight Night champion live stream, we could probably watch almost 20 minutes before you see somebody throw a jab, right straight, left hook, jab, right uppercut, left hook, right uppercut, left hook. You're gonna see jab, 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 right straight, left hook, sidestep, left hook, chicken wing before you see any fluent combo, jab, straight, hook, jab, uppercut, hook. Before you see any of that, you're gonna see hook, body hook, or some fast, speedy, dumb stuff, bro. For real.
And people keep saying that they have styles in that game. They only have 5 styles. So they said every boxer in there had unique styles. That's not true.
No,
I know that for a fact. It's not, I'm guessing.
And that's cap too for people who saying that, man. Y'all gotta stop. Cause this is bullshit, man. It's going around saying some shit like that. It don't, man. And if it did, I'm not just talking just because. Look at this game, man. I don't think I'm trying to put them on blast because every time I click on the video, they are right there. Every time you click in Fight Night, Undisputed or anything, you're gonna see these people right here, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to do it, but let's watch the video.
I'll take it.
A pot shot, 1-1. Pot shot. Watch this. Watch this, Tom. Watch this. Pot shot. Pot shot. Pot shot. Pot shot.
Yeah.
Pot shot. Pot.
Has is showing you a little defensive skill there.
I see it. I see it.
You want to, and Paul, you want to know why you don't see a lot of combos in this game? Because you don't have to win by throwing fluid combos and things like that. And I'm not just making fun of them, guys. They go to another game. They go to another one.
Do you ever get the sense when you see a guy who has good defensive improvement?
Look at the uppercut. It's over.
What I tell you, you're going to see a 1-2, a 1. You're not going to see no combos.
Yeah, sometimes you make that head movement from too far away. You can get tired. You have to be close enough to throw the punch.
What I tell you, bro.
Yeah.
So before people be like, oh, man, you guys are hating on the game. No, man, I think you should really go watch the game first. Go watch the game, go see what you're watching, and then come back to us so you can understand that, no, we're not trying to pick and choose what video we play. I just play some random videos. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to, like, embarrass nobody or anything like that. I just want you guys to see the difference. Matter of fact, Paul, you don't mind if I show you one more video, right?
No, go ahead. Enjoy yourself.
All right, check this out. I want y'all to see a high IQ level game of Undisputed. Watch this. Let's see what's going on.
Nice counter.
3-hit combo. 2-hit.
Move the jab, but it doesn't score.
This how this game is supposed to be played, man. When they don't want to fight,
we're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
This how it's supposed to be played.
Top for top. Now this fight will say, you know what?
Now, the players can make the game look like trash, bro. That cut the players don't mean that the game is trash. You can be a guy that's high level, want to fight, and you might fight a guy who just blocked. You see the guy just blocked for like half a round. Look, he's still
so
blocking.
I gotta respect both of them more than
you can run into something like that, but the game give you options, man. And the game. People can make the game look bad. Don't make it a bad.
That jab.
So it not only is it depending on who's playing, it depends.
So far, the offense has been better than the defense. It don't only
depend on the game, it depends on who you playing. So the game can be good, but look at them dudes that throwing block. He's just throwing one punches. So you gotta, and they're not giving you defensive things to be able to sit in the paint because you got to up and down blocking. There's nothing else but up and down. So you gotta. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't with these games, bro.
Where the body shots?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you fighting people in these games that's used to Fight Night Champion, they have one button block. They're gonna either block one part either the head or the body.
Yeah.
So if you punch them too many times in the body, they're gonna say, "What, Paul? Yeah, you're spamming my body."
Yeah.
But
And
you only get
the hooks to the body should be implemented better.
Yeah, Bo, listen, Bo. You only can block the head and the body. So if you're blocking your head, you're blocking all of your head, left side, right side, middle, right? So you're doing this all day, and people light your body up, and you're like, "Yeah, he only won because he body spammed me." Like, bro, you was blocking your head. What the hell? Like, this game is crazy. I feel bad for the developers, Bo. I feel bad for them, bro.
I
Because
do too. At like aimbot more so than anybody.
shout out to Poe. He said salute, Poe. Shout out to my man Blaze, pound for pound. He said Poe, he in the building, salute. So everybody said salute, Poe. He said if Ash wanted UD Undisputed to be played, if Ash wanted Undisputed to be played how he intended it, they should have they should have listened to the people in early access. Facts. And responded to all of the complaints. They had enough. They had enough there to recognize
We
the
was
exploit.
testing it. We was testing it.
Facts. That's a fact. So shout out to Blaze, man. And shout out to my man who said that too. You're right. Mike Adams 7904. Thank you for joining the live stream, man. This is Poe, man, the OG in the building, man. He been doing this for a while, man. We got to get behind him, man. And
4 decades. 4 decades.
Yeah, facts, man. Cause I didn't touch the screen until 2005, right? And I didn't start YouTubing until 2011, 2012. So, and I was doing Uncle Hate vids. You remember my Uncle Hate videos, Paul?
I think
the comedy skits, Xbox versus PlayStation.
Yeah.
If I would have knew about this, I would have been doing this, man. You know what I mean?
I was trying to get my guy, Mac Mittens. He used to be a heavy Fight Night player, and he was the first. What'd you say?
I was about to say, what's up with the Beast, man?
He called me yesterday. I don't know.
That's what you should have got up in here, man.
What'd you say?
That's what you should have got in here, man. The Beast, man.
I'm trying to get him and this other guy named Joe Pro. They both have high energy. So I don't know how they gonna work.
Well, you know my man Beast, man. One thing about him, he passionate about the game. He's not gonna just let you say something that ain't true. If you gotta listen, when you're talking to Beast, you gotta have the facts, man. You know what I mean? Because that's what matters. You're gonna be honest, you're gonna talk to the people. Let's talk facts. Let's don't give the opinion. If we're talking about a subject that we both can have an opinion, let's do that. But if we're talking facts, let's talk facts. And that's what type of man Beast is, bro. He ain't gonna let you get away with saying no crazy shit. Hold on, where you can see that at?
It's just one thing I got a beef with Beast about. I never correct it because I don't like to escalate it. Because he say traits and tendencies are the same thing. He said, Poe, they got your trait. I asked for traits, but I also asked for tendency because they play off each other.
Well, what he mean by the tendency? Because traits and tendencies can be two different things. Like
they are two different. They are.
A trait could have something like, oh, okay, I'm a left hook specialist. You know what I mean? If I activate a couple left hooks, then I can drop you. That's a good trait. A tendency for your boxer to do is something he more like a
does that. It's a habit almost.
And I asked the developers, could they turn it up a little more? The boxers' mannerisms. Like when they're not fighting, they moving and they still doing this by themselves. They wiping the glove around their nose. They putting their shirt up. They doing something. You know what I mean? If they could do that, that'd be better. Like Roy Jones, he sit there for too long. They're gonna let them do this and everything by themselves. That's the boxer's mannerism. Every boxer has a unique, different mannerism. That's why I like Undisputed. If you watch Undisputed, I was playing with what's the boy name, man? And man, the man hit me, boom, 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 boom. And when he walked away, his character started putting his hands in the air, like, yeah. I'm like, yo, that's dope. And I never seen that animation. Who was it? Lomachenko, bro. He ducked, boom, boom, boom. He hit me, and Lomachenko started cheering like how he do. I'm like, yo, that's dope. They need to turn the mannerisms up for the boxers. Tyson Fury, how he always do this. They do it. He do it in the game, but he only do it like a couple of times. But if he always moving and doing it, jibbering, shit, man, that should be dope. Okay, we got more. We got more comments. I have a question. In a real fight, when it says in a real fight, what are you supposed to do when somebody is spamming your body? I'm sorry. All right.
That's
In a real fight, what
easy.
you supposed to do when somebody is spamming your body? Uh, 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 it says, can you
Reduce it and
reduce it?
undisputed.
Well, yeah. If you're playing undisputed, and somebody jab you on your body, if somebody is hooking your
Uppercut.
body, you don't even got an uppercut. You can actually just put your block down to the body, and once a hook touch it, you can hurry up and snap a jab, and it opens a counter window.
Yeah.
Vice versa, if they shoot in for that jab, you know how people like to shoot in with that jab to the body. If you don't move, don't lean back when you block it, you just regularly block your body, and that right when that jab touch, if you back jab or you right straight immediately after it touch your glove, it opens a counter window. But in real
Yeah.
life, if somebody trying to spam your body, which you can't spam because it's a boxing flurry, you just
Yeah.
put them elbows in, man.
Like Floyd, he'll hit you with 2 or 3 jabs to the body.
Yeah.
And you were stupid for letting them hit you with the other 2.
Yeah, because
Once
he actually stabs it to the body, meaning that he sometimes he'll flick it or sometimes he'll step into it. Boom. And that thing, hey, that he got one of the best body jabs ever, man.
Yep.
Lloyd.
That he could do consistently.
Zab Jr. got a nasty 1-2 that he used to throw. It was like a head, and it was 2 to the head and then 1 to the body real fast, like boom. That boy was cold with that. Yeah. So I
got some questions for you.
Come on, let's talk.
All right, here we go. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna structure them. All right, I'm gonna get you with this one. Do you think we need a survey?
Yes.
All right, that was easy.
I think we need a survey. Yeah, I think we need a survey because you got to listen. For one, the people who don't like the game is not gonna like the game. Now, there's certain people who's confused about the game and they can grow to like the game or they can grow to hate the game. But if you don't like the game, you're not gonna like the game. Period. Like, you know what I mean? You're just not good at it. So, but
go ahead.
So I feel like if they give us a survey, that we'll be able to separate a lot of things that people, what people really want, you know, or because a lot of people want what's gonna work for them.
But you know why they scared of a survey? They scared the survey is going to say what we all been saying.
Yeah.
For one, they think that the boxing fans are not, or the hardcore fans are not the majority.
Yeah.
Every sports game, the hardcore fan is the majority. The casuals might play, but they don't stay.
Yeah, facts. And and that's what the survey is going to help them show that, hey man, it's hardcore fans like me, for instance, that's pissed off about the damn game, bro, and threaten to quit all the time, but I just can't. You know what I mean? Because I just love the game. I like it. Like I can't nobody tell me not to like it. Hey man, why you like that game? Because man, shut up, man. I like the game because I like it. You know what I mean? I'm grown as hell. You know what I mean?
Should be asking them why they like Fight Night Champion, but they're gonna keep saying they did something better. They didn't. That's why the game didn't sell.
Well, you gotta understand, a lot of people who loved and played Fight Night Champion did not come from the Fight Night Round 3 era. And they can't say that they did because when Fight Night Champions was made by EA Canada, Fight Night Round 3, Fight Night Round 2, all the other games were made by EA Chicago. So I mean, they got to know who they talking to. So Fight Night sound effects and everything won best sound and everything when it came out. They was cracking watermelons. They were doing a lot of things to get that crunching sound when people was getting hit. So they really worked on them games, the Fight Night games, bro, for real.
Nah, I gotta get with the sound effects with the punches. That was one of my biggest arguments with the developers. That I keyed the word car door slamming. It sounded like car door slamming.
Oh, what, the new one?
No, the Fight Night Round 3 and what was it? Did they have it in 4? They said
the door Fight Night Round 3 had won game effects of the best sporting game effects and game that year. They was actually using watermelons getting crushed. I don't know about the car door. I ain't hear about that one. I remember because back in the day, before YouTube, people got to understand YouTube didn't come out until 2004. I remember when
Yeah.
they dropped, because that's how we used to watch Floyd Mayweather old fights.
Yeah.
But we used to get these game magazines that you used to get from GameStop. I forgot what it was called, like Game Information, Game Farmer, or something like that.
Game Informer. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember when Fight Night was coming out, and I was like, oh shit, and they just had them with their face twisted up, getting punched,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
they're talking about all the work that they did for this one, because Fight Night Round 3 is just like Fight Night Round 2. They basically the same. One was for the first Xbox, and one was coming out for Xbox 360 HD. So basically,
Yeah.
Round 2, Fight Night, was it 2004? And Fight Night Round 3 are the same game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of people don't know that, but it
Yeah.
just enhanced better graphics. But yeah, man, the sound on that game was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, bro. And I remember when the game came out, Crackdown came out, when the beta for Fight Night Round 4, I was hot. I was like, yo, this is trash. Like,
Yeah.
why they hands so fast? Why can't I throw a jab and a right straight the same speed? Like this shit is stupid. And they had these big booties, and their waist was all big. I'm like, oh man, this is trash. I remember it like it was yesterday, bro, for real.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Yeah. Are you excited about having more DLC for this game?
Man, listen. And I heard your podcast the other day because I was watching you. I'm real for real, Poe. Like some of these dudes be fake for real, bro. They be looking
Yeah.
real, but they fake. I watch you for real. I'm putting my son to sleep, right? And you was like, people will come back to play the DLC, and once that's over with, they out of here. And I was like, he right. He
Yeah.
is right. If you're dropping DLC, you can drop Floyd Mayweather. People gonna run to it. Boom. You might get a
Yeah.
couple. What did you say? You get like probably a couple hundred people that's gonna come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watch you, bruh. For
Yeah.
real. And
One.
you're right. They're gonna get a couple hundred people come back. They're gonna have fun for a little bit. They're gonna get tired of playing Floyd Mayweather versus Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson versus Mike Tyson, and then get up out of there. So once you put out characters, put out updates, give us new animations, revamp what y'all did from the first jab to the second jab before y'all drop this game.
Yeah.
Like do that. Get rid of that dumbass right straight. And why can't I reach with my right straight? Why my right straight feel like I'm going from right here to right here? Like what the fuck is that? Like,
This what I need to ask you. Do you remember when they had that it was a tendency to be able to be a switch hitter and actually be able to be effective in that switch when you switch your stance?
Yep, I remember. And they took
you
it out.
You be like off balance a little, like you want to fight it right.
And then when you get hit, you get hit, you wobble. They took all that out.
I was like, yo, when I watched that was an early access. I was like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. And then they took it away.
Yeah.
Let them just be able to switch up. No, you want to educate people while they playing the game.
Facts.
That everybody doesn't switch without anything that
any consequences. Well, they fixed that. But they give people consequences now. If you're not like Terrence Crawford, if you're not like Tyson Fury, you switch hit, you can get hurt really bad.
Now, there's another thing. The everything that everybody does, like the loose foot movement. All the boxers got loose foot movement. How you feel about that?
I respect loose foot movement because I done seen a lot of boxers get hurt and get on their back foot and move fast, but I just don't want everybody to have an Ali shuffle when they move.
Exactly.
Like, bro, like, come on, man. And who are all these boxers in the game anyway? Yo, give us some legends. Mimic their styles, bro. Shout out to the Beast, man. Sports Gaming Analysis, man. He used to play with Sugar Ray Robertson. They had Sugar Ray Robertson down packed. The way he walked, his mannerisms, everything was perfect, and then they just took it away.
Yeah.
And Joe Louis, When Joe Louis get hurt, he get to skip it, left and right, moving up out of there. You know what I mean? They got to give us that type of realism and quit doing Joe Louis bogus. He was one of the greatest heavyweights that ever lived. The man was a champion. He was a champion for 11 years. These people, who who is telling these people like this is crazy? Do your homework first, you know?
They can watch videos.
Man, don't only just watch videos. Go back and watch what was going on in that era back there, how hard it was. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Let me see. What have I got other things. What do you think about them just removing things?
I got a problem with that.
It's like it's making holes. It's like it's making holes in the data.
Yeah, I have a problem with them removing people. I have a big problem with that. Like, why? Why are y'all removing people back to back? Like, what is the point? Why don't y'all just keep adding to things? Why did you take away the grapple when somebody hit you? Why can't I grab you? Why do I gotta run and block and be feeling like I don't be wanting to see? Listen, I don't want to seem like that I'm bashing the game, but bro, quit giving us stuff, taking it away. Like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing?
Clinching means something. It's a tactic for some boxers. Suppose we had Andre Ward in the game. He can't fight like Andre the Ward.
Yeah, man.
We got Bernard Hopkins. He ain't gonna be able to fight like Bernard Hopkins.
Being able to clinch is so important in boxing.
It is. It's a tactic for a lot of boxers. And it'll stop a lot of them dudes running.
Yeah, because I'll be pissing people off. I'll be making people mad as hell. Bro, you gotta understand, bro. We came from the era, man, where we had G.I. Joe. We had the underdogs come back and win because they put in the work. Not just because you got the means or you got the rights. No, you got to put in the work. These dudes don't want to put in the work to be good at the game, bro. Nope, they want what you call a microwave blessing. They just want to be able to play and be good. That's not how it should work, bro. Yeah. Like you should have to learn how to play, bro. Like, what in the world is going on? Like, ain't no way y'all taking out. Why would you take out the clinch? And then they had a feature in the game. Me and Beast used to love it, bro. When you punch somebody, boom, 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 and you knock them down while they falling, you still punching them. The referee would deduct a point from you.
Yeah, I remember that.
They took that out the game.
Yup, took it out the game.
So it's like, man,
a lot of stuff, man. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Then they took the referee out the game on purpose, saying that it wasn't working. But you got people like Love C Shorty and all these other guys. They got a referee in the ring that's working.
Yeah. And you know, and the thing is this, right? Undisputed should have stayed with what they was doing. You know what I mean? The realism of boxing, bro. You punch me and I'm in a corner and I'm going down and I'm on one knee and you still punching me. Yeah, let's deduct the point. Matter of fact, bro, listen, you do it twice, they get you up out of there, bro. I missed that. Yeah. They on the ground, I'm over them, hitting them, boom, boom. And the referee, deduct the point. Like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah. Like, or you get that certain referee that you be like, well, he gonna let me fight. He gonna let me fight.
Yeah, bro. Because they already got the scorecards like that, bro. Yeah. You can think you winning on the scorecards if you want to, bro. You have a majority split draw. You be pissed, man. Man, the game is good, man, but they got to just. I think they got to align themselves with the right people. Now I can understand, bro. Listen, I got what almost 500 subscribers, bro. They're not trying to fuck with me like that. They're like, yo, you don't got enough people, so. I don't want to be like the people who I'm talking about where I want a microwave bus and that because I'm big enough the game. So now y'all want to come to me. Nah, they want me to come with an audience. You know what I mean? Not just I don't want no yes man audience. I want, hey man, Solo, you be tripping. Or I don't agree with you, but I respect that you respectfully disagree with me. You know what I mean? We ain't got to argue about it. You know what I mean? We can debate. But that don't got to turn into, hey, I don't talk to you no more because you didn't agree with me. Nah, man. You know what I mean? So I got to build my audience too, Poe, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what my platform for. I don't care if you could a person could disagree with me. You know, you could come in and speak on what modes you like and stuff like that. You know, I want everybody to have a say so. Because I know developers literally watch this show. I know they watch it.
And I just think that a lot of the people, right, they want to play a boxing game that's fun. They don't want to feel like losers when they lose. You know, I don't want to feel like I just lost. But bro, it happens. You go get better, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody just want to win. But if you're going, matter of fact, you know what, Poe? I could do it right here. I'm glad that I just brought this up. Check this out, Paul. I want to show you something.
Yeah. But
this is
while you doing that, I'm gonna tell you. I was talking to Beast, and he said, "Man, people be saying fun, fun, fun." I said, "Yo, boxing is fun to me.
It's fun. It's fun to me too. You know, like
shoot, I used to be in the ring. I used to love sparring. They're like, you ain't scared to spar? No, I love it. I'm a warrior.
Yeah. And boxing is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Like what? I wish he was here right now so we could argue about why you don't think boxing should be fun. Like boxing to me is like fun. Boxing to me is like chess. Right? Like you got two hands, I got two hands. The only thing that's gonna make me better than you is what I'm thinking at the moment and what you thinking. It's a mental game. Okay, all right, his hand's right there. I'm gonna go like this again. He move his hand down again. I'm gonna pop it, boom, every time. You know what I mean? So boxing to me is like chess. That's why I love this game. Check this out. Let me show you something. This is what it's wrong with the gaming community. I'm gonna make this screen wide. And Poe, if you look over here at these let's see if I can make the screen a little bigger. I want you guys to see what I mean. Let me know if the screen coming in a little bigger, Poe. Oh no, it don't. No, it don't.
But what you trying to explain?
So what I'm trying to explain right now is when you look at these records, right?
Yeah.
This is what make people not want to be a part of competition gaming. This man got 370 wins with 78 losses. Every time he see me, Poe, he back out of the fight. He won't fight me. He only fight people that's gold, and he told me this. This dude got 195 wins and 7 losses, and he won't fight me. Look at that. Look at their records, bro. These dudes is unbelievable. They cheating. They don't want it. And if you beat them, man, the messages would be crazy, Poe. Like they go crazy if you beat them. Look at these dudes' records, 110 and 8. Fuck out of here, man. That ain't your record, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that thing, Poe, what me and you were just talking about earlier, it's like this, right? If you win, you get 10 points. If you lose 45.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, man. You serious? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, but I don't know, Poe. And then you go to the Discord where you're thinking, hey, man, maybe I can go to the Discord and we can have, intelligent conversations in there, talk to the people and, just to see what's going on. Maybe I could find 20 or 30 people that it could agree with what I'm saying. And hey, man, maybe we can get this game, the developers and everybody to listen to us and change things around. And you go into Discord and they're talking about Pokemon, bro. Like, yo, are y'all serious? Like,
yeah. I'm like, yo, what kind of conversation y'all having?
Let's go to it. Now let's go see what we're talking about right here. We're talking about pound for pound games. Look, this is the new game right here.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell that this game will meet the standards of Undisputed. But you know why I respect him? He is going to make a game that's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got a long way to go, but he's trying, bro. And if the developers see people like Leafy trying to do this, they should be able to reach out to him like, oh, what are we doing wrong? Look at the conversation, Poe. Every time I go in here, I see they attacking what you're saying.
Yeah. What's calm here? JMMA. Salute JMMA. He in the chat.
Shout out to JMMA. Shout out to all the YouTubers, bro. For real. Shout out to all the YouTubers who
Yeah, shout out to the YouTubers, even though some of them. Hold up. Yeah, it's at least 3 or 4 that I don't get along with. It's I don't get along with them, they don't get along with me.
Man, listen, when you are dealing with people who passionate about something that they like. You know what I mean? You might have a disagreement and things like that.
Yeah.
When it get to the point where both of you guys are interested in the same thing, and people
No,
start
I ain't
saying,
no YouTuber. Jay said you're a YouTuber too. No, I ain't
"Oh
no
no, you're
YouTuber.
no, you're definitely a YouTuber, bro, and you should." And, and you know that you shouldn't you ain't gonna hide it because listen, let me tell you something. Don't
I
hide it
know. Yeah, I
because you can
know.
have people like JMMA, right, who
Yeah.
have the opportunity to go and speak to the developers, bro. Right? And now that he here, I gotta say this, right? Because when you have an opportunity to tell the owner, the person who can be like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it like that, right? If you had an opportunity to live stream and tell him to his face, like, hey man, listen, I don't understand if either y'all deaf or y'all not just understanding what's going on. Bro, the punch tracking in this game is trash. Like, we shouldn't even talk about what we want to do until we figure this out because I think Jaden went out there in December or something like that. You know, so they had to release. I think they had 2 updates or update, maybe 2 updates, 3 updates before they went out there, bro. For them to go out there, bro, and talk about anything, I wouldn't have said nothing. Hey, bro, hey, yo, listen, hey, that's fine and dandy. Hey, man, but what about this punch tracking, bro? What about these people bagging out? What about some of this weird looking right straight to the body? What we doing? Like, I don't care. Fuck Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, man. What's up with this right here, bro? And they gotta answer that, bro. All that other questioning stuff about offline modes and all that, bro. Hey, listen, that's fine and dandy, but we got to talk about the problem. You know what I mean? Because this is the problem. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Poe. I don't know if you play on Xbox or PlayStation, but Xbox don't have that problem, bro. I got on
Well,
PlayStation last night and got on PC, bro. I'm punching the dude and the punch is going right through him, bro.
yeah.
I do not have that problem on Xbox, bro. But it's bad on PlayStation, bro.
Yeah,
For
I
real.
got the game on Steam, and I got my son got a PlayStation. He got both for the laptop and the gaming laptop and the PlayStation. So
Send
I
me your
can't even
address. I'm gonna send you this Xbox, man, because when you see the difference of how it feels, you're gonna be like, oh wow. You know what I mean? So I wasn't understanding they gripe when they were talking about punch thing. I'm like, yo, I ain't really feeling it. You know what I mean? Until they brought out crossplay. And I'm like, yo, why am I hitting the dude? And it ain't and my counter punch is delayed. I'm hitting him, and then all of a sudden, like a minute after it turned his head like he got slapped. You know what I mean? So yeah.
yeah,
But my thing is this though, Paul. Listen to what I'm saying to you, right? I want you to hear me clear, right? What you doing, you can't stop doing it, Paul. Consistency is the key to all of this right here,
yeah.
bro. Because
Appreciate
all them dudes, man, that were doing YouTube videos about Undisputed because they liked it, right? And they stopped doing the YouTube video because they disliked it. They should have
Yeah,
never stopped doing that neither. Because when you're dealing with people, they'd be like, oh, man, you just wanted to complain or you just wanted to do that. Nah,
yeah,
you're gonna see that I'm still trying to play your game and it's still having these issues, and I got a fan base behind me. So the whole goal is to stay consistent, build up a fan base that's gonna ride with you so you can be like, yo, listen, I'm not just here to talk about when the game's good. I'm here to talk about when the game's bad. And y'all want me to play your game. You want me to bring my fan base to you guys. Y'all got to fix this, bro, because they don't want to watch this.
yeah,
I don't want to play it, and they don't want to watch me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But yeah, so
yeah.
I'm looking forward to the future when it
Cause,
comes to
Cause
this.
my thing is, I want other companies to make games too, so they can hold each other accountable.
Facts, and it make them put a fire under their ass. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly,
y'all not the only
exactly.
one. Y'all not the only brand right now that's making boxing
Right?
games. But like me and you were just talking about earlier, when it come to Undisputed, I'm talking about right now, 2025. Then we're not gonna see another boxing game this year. Period. We're not.
No.
So they need to take advantage of that fast start and start fixing shit. You know what I mean? But they're
Yup.
not gonna listen to nobody disrespecting them, calling them names and shit. They're not gonna. I wouldn't listen. I don't care what kind of product I have, bro. I'm not gonna keep making products for somebody who disrespected me, man. You crazy? Fuck out of here.
Look what Jay
Um,
said.
he said, "Nah, not making videos work." I came back the first did 60K. It's not about the money or views. Trust me, it's nice to have, but we just won the boxing game. I can agree with that. Poe, He said Poe been doing this for years. I was on the top of the leaderboards of Fight Night Round 4, and Poe was doing his thing. Salute to my brother. Facts. JMMA. JMMA, my man. I agree with what you said. And I might want to say but because I'm not I can't put a but behind it because I agree 100%.
Oh, okay, because
I agree with what he said.
To something.
So what I'm gonna say is this, right? When you get put in a situation, right? I like to call it a blessing because me or Poe or anybody that I know for years would love to be in your shoes to the point where they say, hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, you know what, man? We want to buy into that, man. Fly all y'all down here. Come on, let's do that. You know what I mean? But my thing is when you have a fan base and they're watching you, right? And you can control, I won't say the narrative, but you can control the traffic. You're supposed to take that 60K views that you got, bring them in that Discord, and be like, yo, I need y'all to put a 1 in the chat that we need this fixed now, bro. You know what I mean? And show them like, yo, listen, I got 60K, bro. It's not even 60,000 people right now on Xbox playing this game, bro. I might go lie, bro. How many people right now on PC playing this shit? What is it? Probably like 1,000, probably 1,000, 1,500.
Something like that.
You gotta direct that traffic, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's why they merged it. That's why everything's merged so it could look like it's big to the investors.
Okay.
Look what Jay said. Read what he said.
JMMA said no views was made, no videos was made, and they listened. If people wouldn't heard what we were saying, instead thinking we abandoned everyone, the community could I get that too. But listen, bro, man. When you're dealing with gamers, right? Man, they're hot and cold, bro. They hate Undisputed right now. They announced that they dropping Floyd Mayweather with his uncles in the money team pack. They're gonna jump right back on the team, bro. Hey, yo, Jay. Hey, Jay, listen what I'm saying to you, bro. Man, people are got short-term memory. Right now, they come up with an Iron Mike Tyson pack. What? Young Iron Mike Tyson, fresh out of prison, Iron Mike. Iron Mike with a tattoo on him. They're gonna go crazy for this shit.
Don't let them have George Foreman. They're gonna go bananas.
He shout out to Jay. He said, LOL, bro. I told people, Juice told people, we all told people to don't do anything but say fix Undisputed. And what did people do? They brought that's what I'm telling you, Jay. Yeah. Yo, we trying to boycott this motherfucker, bro. But you can't.
Jay, when he says stuff, people don't take it serious because Jay be joking sometimes.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. This is what Jay MMA and all them other young dudes forgetting to realize, bro. We haven't had a fight night since 2011. They could have gave us Burger King boxing. And motherfucker would have gonna play that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So telling the fan base not to play it is one thing. They're not gonna listen. Nigga, I wouldn't have listened. You crazy? Well, I built my whole career off of playing Fight Night. I'm not listening to no nigga tell me, hey, we're gonna boycott boxing and it's the only fucking boxing game out there. You crazy? Let's do it another way. Let's do something else. Hey, JMMA, let's go on a diet and we're gonna eat like steak every other day. How about that? I ain't giving it up. That's how the fan base is gonna look at people. You crazy? Hey, what? And we got motherfucking Terrence Crawford. Man, I'm playing that damn game. But what we can do is be respectful. Hey, yo, listen to this. JMMA, answer this question. Do you think if y'all would have went out there to go talk to Ash Khabib, right? And everybody would have been on one accord. Hey, man, people gonna stop playing y'all game, bro. If y'all don't fix this. Y'all would sit back chilling. Y'all sit back chilling and relax. Man, hell no. I bet you if y'all have brought sports gaming analysis in that motherfucker, I bet you would have been none of that. I guarantee it.
He probably got locked up. Before he even got in there, he probably got locked up.
Bro, because he passionate, man.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, Jay, there's no way in hell why we shouldn't have grappling, well, we should clinch. We should be able to clinch. There's no way in hell that we shouldn't have signature punches of each boxer or something like that. Bro, it should be no reason why the game where I'm punching you and you flying out the ring, bro. You know what I mean? So as a community, right? What you did, I say you didn't. You did what you were supposed to do. You went with your move. But now that I think back now, the time that was passed and everything that was going on, bro, it's a lot could have been said right there at that moment. And I know people always look, you know, get my son, come on. And I know people be like, yo, I would have did this or I would have did that. Bro, while that man was in my face, I would have told him what's up, bro. I would have, hey man, thank you, man. I would have been humble. My palms would have been up to the east. Hey man, listen, I don't mean no disrespect when I say this. But bro, y'all got to do something else, bro. Not only that, buy into your community. They bought into the community when they brought y'all out there.
Yeah.
Having JMMA, having Paroxys, Box Eye View, having all y'all out there, they bought into y'all, right? But they should have bought into more of the community. Not only are we going to bring y'all here, we're gonna every month we're gonna do this until we get this right. And that's how you do it, bro. Man, y'all went out there.
It was a marketing stunt because why didn't you put like mix? It should have been a mixture of people going. Cause that's how I did like the last end, like when I was at EA. I said y'all not gonna, cause they're gonna still bring me. But I said no, let this guy go. He's very outspoken. Let him, you know, let all these different people. I start picking people. Cause I wanted everybody's voice to be heard, no matter what part of the game or anything. They went out.
Well, they should have did their due diligence by going on the leaderboards, going on the betas, and see who's really active in the game, right? Because can't no dude that only had 45 fights tell the developer about a game that man got almost damn near 500 fights in 2 months. So he knows what's going on. Not bring that man right there and bring that man too. Don't bring them both. Because this man gonna say, hey man, did you notice that whenever you do this happens to the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what though,
also look at some of them guys that's like on the leaderboard that's up there.
But they're
fighting game fans too.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Their thing is they want the game to be like a fighting game. So
yeah, fact.
They can't really talk for everybody.
Well, yeah, well, you know, boxing should be like that though. You know, in boxing we got sluggers. We got counter punchers. We got counter punch boxers. We got counter punch sluggers. You know, who ain't really active until they can open up and they punch it hard when they do. You know what I mean? So I can understand that. But my thing is this, right? We can say whatever we want, bro. Like we can say whatever we want. But I know for a fact that if Undisputed wanted to make the changes in the game, they would have did it. And they got
Look what Jay said.
Shout out to JMMA. He says we did. It wasn't. It wasn't in the tone people wanted, which is understandable. But they've been done with Undisputed since 2024. Man, let me be quiet. Well, let's talk about this then, JMMA. If that's something you knew, look. Listen, right? If that's something you knew, right, and if that's true, because I know some shit too, and I know that they are planning a release for 2027 for Undisputed 2. If that's the case, make it up to us. Tell us, you know what? Every month we're gonna release 3 characters. This right here, everything is free. Do that because y'all made enough money to go into a part 2 and earn the respect back. To be like, you know what? We fucked that up. Don't worry about it, y'all. We got something coming. You know what I mean? They could do that.
Yeah.
I would respect that, bro. You know what I mean? Like give us Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearns, and Marvin Hagler in middleweight and welterweight, and then throw in some, you know, give us that right now.
That's the marketing right there that I'm talking about. That's why I say I would be better for marketing than the people they got. Because why you didn't say the 4 Kings? Hey, let's get Thomas Hearns, let's get Hagler, let's get Roberto Duran, let's get Sugar Ray Leonard. Let's sell that as a pack. People would have bought that.
Yeah, matter of fact, don't sell it. Let's give it away now. Y'all fucked up now. Nobody want to buy this shit.
Yeah.
Y'all
they ain't gonna get them away because they get them guys by saying it's gonna be DLC.
Well, you know, they really don't have a choice though, Poe. Because the simple fact that the game is dying.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
you know how much money they will lose. They actually got to pay these guys.
who is this guy that's AAJ Packs? Who is that? He said we did. The only person that we did is I
that's
gave you
my
watch.
co-host. That's my co-host.
He said we did. The only person that we did is I gave you watch, and that was only like 2 weeks ago, while Vegas was back then. I forgot what is he answering to.
We did. He talking about that's what Jay
He
said.
said we did.
Jay said we did.
Yeah, I know. But what did he do? Well,
And he said the only person that we did is I gave you watch.
I gave you watch. What I gave you watch came on the show.
Said no. He basically said I gave you watch. Said what some of the fans wanted.
Well, you know, yeah, but listen, right? They're two different type of fans. Three, really. One who just want to play a video game, fighting game. One that want to play an authentic boxing sim game, and a person that's happy that there's a boxing game, another boxing game out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People who yell this sim shit are really, to me, it comes when you say, "Hey, I want a simulation boxing game," right? Meaning that you want the jabs, you want the straight, you want everything to be effective the way it's supposed to be. You don't really want no cartoony type of game. I respect that, right? But that's something made up that y'all gonna have to do. That's like wrestling. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to go wrestle and do something in your own little area and let them work on the authentic way of boxing, how it's supposed to be. Like even if they fix the desync right, the punches still look weird as fuck, man. You know what I mean? You lose all your energy after 2 punches. So it's certain things that they gotta fix. And you know what's so crazy, Poe? They can't fix it, right? They can't fix that until they figure out how they're gonna stop players from playing the game. And that's one thing you would never be able to do.
Yep,
you would never stop a player from playing the way he want to do. I want to punch you in you want to look cute and throw 4-hit combos? Well, I want to punch you over and over again to your body with a power hook. That's what I want to do to you.
Yeah. But you heard what Ash said? Ash said when developers from other companies that were veterans, when they looked at the coding, they said, "What the heck is this?"
Yeah, they didn't know.
They said it looked messed up, you know. And I said every time he adds something, something breaks.
Breaks, yeah, facts.
So are they really going to be able to fix this game?
No, they're not gonna be able to fix this game. And shout out to JMMA. He said, they were done in 2024. And when he said it was done in 2024, he got to be talking about with that game. I have a friend, man, that's in the boxing industry who are going to be put in the game and was told they got to wait until the new game. Floyd Mayweather said it. Even Floyd Mayweather said that. I might not be in this game, but I'll be in the new game.
Yeah,
we're working on it. That's what he said. You go back and play the video and all that, So we don't know.
I heard it.
But what I can say is this, though, right? I still play Undisputed. It's a lot of things in this game that I wish they could fix, like the stamina, it's so bad that they only can fight 8 rounds, Poe. If they put 12 rounds in this game, bro, it's gonna look like zombies fighting at the end, bro. He said the game broke when we changed the gameplay.
When
we'll change the gameplay. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Hey, listen, man, I don't argue about the truth, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't argue about facts. Matter of fact, let's take a look.
B showed you that video?
Mm-hmm.
When we was playing Boxing Fanatical?
Yep. Shout out to Boxing Fanatical, man. That's me and them trailers. When you see that Roy Jones working like that was me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been around a lot too. I just don't say much. You know what I mean? Come on, let's take it back a little bit, Poe. You want to take it back a little bit?
Go ahead.
All right, come on, let's take it back a little bit. Let's do that. Let's share this. Let's take it back a little bit, Poe. Let's go.
Man, why you want to mess with my emotions, man? Man, you see how beautiful that look, man.
Man, let me tell y'all something right motherfucking now. That look good, boy. That look good, bro.
It's not the same thing. They saying it's the same thing.
Well, for one, they lying like a motherfucker. How can you get that? Hold on, watch this, right? Let me just show them that that's not the same thing. There's no way you can compare that to. Hold on, let me get the video up. Let me get a video up. How about this one?
That's not the same thing.
Look, there's no way you can compare.
No way they're the same thing.
Hold on, can y'all see my screen? There's no way y'all compare this right here. Look at this game right here. They actually took this out. They took that out.
Yeah. You see how he wasn't leaning back that far. You see?
Yeah.
The lane,
yeah.
Realistic.
Look, they took that out.
Leaning on the ropes.
Oh my God, that shit looks so amazing.
You see that jump, man?
Yeah, that look amazing. But you can't compare that to this, bro.
Exactly. That's not the same.
I can even full screen it. Yeah, it's two different games, man. I think the game we looking at, which is this game right here.
It's not the cat. See, AJ saying it's the camera view. It's total. The models look different.
It definitely is a pull-in camera view, like Fight Night Round 3 had.
But round the character's different. There's the setup and everything.
The lighting is different.
Yeah.
The sweat is different. If y'all don't believe, look at this. Same thing.
The punch.
Look
at it. They look more cartoony too.
Yeah, look. You know what I mean? They're two different. They're two different games. And Poe, we gotta start reminding people. You know, because people got short-term memories. So we gotta start showing people like, hey man, y'all keep thinking of it. No, it did look like this. You know what I mean? And it was a different game. So shout out to JMMA.
You got that one with what's his name? The muscle guy.
You talking about the when the big dude?
Yeah, he was scoring Adelaide, I think.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. That dude, hey, every time I hear Will Kinsler, I crack up. I crack up. Let me see. Is this the video right here you talking about?
When he's throwing that check hook.
Man, that was dope. Moving. Let me see. Look at the movement. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This is basically really the same game with less lighting, less textures.
This is.
Yeah, look.
This one it was undisputed.
But even if it's less, like if you look at it, it's less lighting, less textures, and probably less frames too. But it is a close-up Fight Night Round 3 view when they do the camera and pull up. It goes to like to the shorts line. But this is definitely
the movement look different.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that video you was asking for. It's probably in the next one. But you can't punch this fast no more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you see all that sweat on his neck and on him?
Yeah.
All the textures. Look at his muscles and for his elbow and bro, this game they definitely toned it down a lot. And shout out to Will Kinsler because he said they had to dumb it down a little bit when it comes to now this is a fact. He said they had to.
I know, it's a fact from him telling you that, but that's not always what it is.
Yeah,
I know the EA playbook.
Wow.
I know that EA playbook. That's a playbook.
I don't think
they stuff like that. Be like, yo, man.
I don't think they should have went the EA route. I think they should have kept doing it their route because EA got a track record of dumbing down their games, bro. There's no way in hell you should have got a Fight Night Round 3 and then a Fight Night. Fight Night never had a power modifier button, bro. Never. It was always a total punch control. They never had a button where you push a button and hit a punch button and it turned that power into a power punch. They didn't never had that. It was always a power hook, a power uppercut or something like that, but you had to wind the stick back a little bit. So when they came out with all this other stuff, bro, they kind of really messed the game up, for real.
Yeah.
I got to get ready to get up off of here.
Yeah, I know you. I knew you was about.
Yeah, I think I got to take
duties.
Yeah, I got to take my little one. But if you want to get on tonight, I do a podcast From
all right, I might do that because you might help me start off my 12 hours show that I want to do because I want to see what we got at nighttime. I want that fan base to see what it look like.
Well, yeah, let's do it. I'm in Minnesota right now, man. I don't know if everybody knows what's going on right now in Minnesota. So I do have a podcast tonight where we're talking about situation that's going on right now. And then, you're more than welcome to join, man. I send you a link from the StreamYard. You can come on up and talk to us with it about it, man, because things are getting crazy out here. But man, thank you for allowing me to come on your platform. You already know you welcome. Anytime you're ready, man. You can come on to my yeah, man. I need you to be honest with you. And I need you. Yeah, I need you, bro. We just gotta stay active, bro. I mean, we'll never be able to do it how they do it because we're two different people. So we're gonna do it the way we want to do it. But it's gonna work, bro. Because
he said, "What time?" AJ said, "What time you gonna be on?" You don't know. You're not sure.
Well, for the podcast for my Minnesota Cold Talk or for the Undisputed Pop Off podcast. Which one he talking about? I can't see the comment.
I think he talking about the Pop Off one.
Well, tonight around what time is good for you?
No, it don't matter with me.
Because you going on, so I'll probably around like 9:30. Right after I get done. We can do it earlier. It don't matter. However y'all boys want to do it. You know what I mean? I'm down.
Hit me up.
Yeah, for sure. I hit you up. Hey man, thank y'all. Appreciate it, man. If y'all don't know who I am, my name is Norton Black Solo. The name of the platform is Pop Off Gaming. We are looking for fighters. We're not looking for no league. We're not doing a league thing. We're gonna leave that to my man Jay and them, and everybody can do that league thing. We don't do the league, but we are looking for fighters to represent the Pop Off Gym. Come join the conversation, and we read. Yeah, and we don't just talk amongst each other. We read the comments, and we want everybody to be a part of the show. So even if you don't want to come on the platform, which you had the option to come on the platform,
just pop in and pop out.
Yeah, to pop in and pop out, or just leave a comment. It will get put on the screen and read. And so we don't want to leave nobody out. We don't want to have no one-way conversation. We do it kind of like how Poe doing it, man. You know what I mean? We invite people up, and it's just all about respect, though. Please be respectful. You know what I mean? Because we don't want no disrespect. You know what I mean? Because we want everybody to be able to say what you want to say. We don't want people to feel like, oh man, we can't say what we want. They're kicking us. Nah, we don't kick people. Let me get some of these comments though. He says it's the same game but different camera view. That's debatable. You want to say something about that, Poe?
It's debatable, but I to me as an artist, I'm going by my artist perspective.
Listen to what JMMA said though, and I hate that I missed this. Right? He said that's like the first or second dev log.
Yeah,
bro. That don't make it, bro. Listen, that's exciting, bro. Like, is that the second dev log? Can you imagine what they're working on? What they're trying to do now? All right.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Hold on, but listen, hold on.
I know what you said.
Hold on, but look, let me finish the comments, and I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Why it's something to get excited about, or it might be a underlay for the over. You feel me? He says, even Will Kinsler creative view on how you should something a boxing match is up for debate. Hey man. And you lucky, shout out to my man, the Beast MacGyver ain't here. He would have just snapped with you saying that, bro. So I'm gonna just leave that alone. He said, what time? Live? Yeah, we doing it live. Yo, what's up, Sosa? Yeah, we gonna be live after my podcast that I got tonight. I start at 8:30. It's 8:30 to 9:30, so somewhere around like 9:30, we'll be popping on. So I'll be sending links out. Poe, I'll send you one on the Discord because I don't know how to send messages on YouTube. But so look, Poe, before I leave, let's talk about this real quick, right? Why I said the second devs log, right? And that's why I be trying to tell people, man, be careful what you say about these developers because you really disrespected them, right? Because just think of how many of these developers, it's their first boxing game ever working on, right? And people see your work, they're like, ooh, look, we begged them. We begged Undisputed to give us their half-done-ass game. When we seen those trailers, bro, I'm the only one who begged for it. That's what y'all saying?
Nah.
All right, then. Come on, man. Let's be honest here. When me and everybody else seen those videos, we said, well, I don't give a fuck They'd give us anything. Let us play for 20 seconds. Let us just see how it feels, bro. It look amazing. And they gave us that game.
Yeah.
And they gave us that damn beta, bro. And then people get tied up in knots, thrown out the ring and shit. It was like, wow. And they told us the game wasn't ready. Told us.
Yeah.
You know,
but with Steel City, why I don't get them, because other developers don't get them that same, because they're saying at this age, like when EA was making video games, there was nobody behind them really.
What you doing?
Except in Japan. Yeah, so they didn't have people behind them. But Undisputed has all these different companies behind them that made boxing games.
Yeah.
And there's veterans in the industry that they could have hired.
But look though, hold on.
The way they hired, that's on them.
Now look, you know you're my brethren. And I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm saying what you're saying is right. But you gotta look at it like this, right? Besides Fight Night, what other boxing game would a new boxing company model their game behind
them? I think they would be taking the best part of every game that ever was, because they're behind them.
You know what? Listen, it was a trick question, because the only boxing game they have to compare to is the Don King boxing. That came out in 07?
Yeah.
Something like that. There's no
EA was scared of that game.
Yeah,
EA was scared to death.
Yeah.
I know.
And what's happened was boxers got pulled out.
Yeah. Guess how many months they made that game?
They made it quick. It was fast as hell, bro. Yeah, it was quick.
That's too fast.
The reason I asked you that question is because when you make something and you model something behind something, what do you have to model it off of, right? And we can all agree that Undisputed plays like Fight Night Round 3. It got hints of Fight Night everything in it, period. Because that's the only game they had the model behind.
Undisputed, but not ESBC. ESBC didn't fight nothing like Fight Night.
We never seen nothing like ESBC when it dropped, because there was nothing that was like that. We was watching a real fight, bro.
Yeah.
It came out and he threw that punch and he moved and he looked, bro. It blew my mind, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Crazy.
The stagger. Did you see when Conor Ben got hit and he staggered?
Yo, listen, when I seen that, it blew my. I think I seen that in 2019, 2020. What year was that? 2021.
I think it was 20. I think it was 20 or 21.
They gave us a beta in 22. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, we were begging for it. It wasn't ready. The man said it. The game wasn't ready. And we kind of, I think Jay said something, right? And he said something on my podcast before. He said, bro, the update that y'all playing right now with Terrence Crawford, we was playing that in June.
Damn.
Bro, listen, when he said it, I didn't say nothing, right? But I was like, bro, you telling me y'all playing the Undisputed version with the new Terrence Crawford in June? Or was he probably said May or June? Something he said, and I was like, wow. Can you imagine where they at right now? But my thing is this, right? Without the feedback, y'all want us, the Undisputed developers want us to give them feedback, and they're not talking to us. Like, y'all not saying nothing. Like, bro, y'all letting everybody think what they want to think.
Yeah.
And they got it to the point where it's pissing people off, bro, because it's like, damn, bro, y'all ain't listening. Fuck it, we just ain't gonna play. You feel what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
But we want to play. Well, I'm gonna play regardless. I ain't gonna lie. They could have gave us stickman boxing. I would have been on that joint. I love boxing, bro. But a lot of like the YouTubers, they're like, yo, we not fucking with it, bro. Y'all not even communicating with us. Talk to us. But like the developer said, and I don't know, you remember they fired him, or he said he's not no longer there. What, I forgot what his name was. It was Alex or something to do. Steven, right? He was like, bro, they can't fix it because it's in the code. It's something in the coding of the game.
Yeah.
He's like, it's broke. He's like, we can't figure it
I
out.
think that would demise him from being there because he was saying too much.
He said too much. He said too much, bro. And
then
he said
Ash
it.
had to come out and repeat what he said later.
Yup. And they should have kept dude, man, because dude kept the conversations going. Now you go back in the fucking Discord, man, and
It's
they talking
dead.
about goddamn
It's dead.
UFC. They talking about Carissa Shields, Pokemon Go. That shit is crazy, man.
It is.
Yeah. But listen, man, Poe, thank you for allowing me to be a part of what
Appreciate
you got going on, man, for sure.
Appreciate you, brother, for coming through
Man, it's all
anytime.
up. Man, listen, whenever you go live, man, just send me a message. I'm coming in because, like I said, we got to be consistent, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Jay and them can get those 60,000 views talking about boxing, we should be able to get it too, bro. We just got to say focus. He said, so they sold us a lemon. I wouldn't say they sold us a lemon because there's certain things if undisputed that's dope and you just can't deny it, bro. You can't deny it. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's dope as fuck. If you're a boxing fan, if you're competitive boxing fan, it could get irritating as fuck with the desync and but other than that, I think that's people are really complaining more about how other people are fighting or using the game. He said Will Kinsler most likely is the reason for the default camera. Listen, boy, if the Beast was here, man, he would have went crazy. He hate Will Kinsler. He hate Will Kinsler.
Oh man, he started off with that yesterday when we talked. He started off with, I was like, "Daggone, that's a trigger word."
Yo, you can't say that man name around the Beast.
That's a trigger word.
Yo, hey, before I go, let me tell y'all, man, I love dude. I love the Beast, bro. I've been playing the game with him since Ghost Recon 2, bro. And bro, listen, he always been a soldier. He always been a stand-up dude. He real too. So I be wanting to tell people like, yo, dude, he ain't faking, bro. He serious. He real.
Yeah, that's it.
But he said Will Kinsler. Bro, he hate Will Kinsler. I was in the back chat and I was shout out to the dude. We was doing a pop off podcast, right? Undisputed pop off podcast, right? And said something about Will Kinsler. The guy in the comments said something like, "Hey man, the guy Beast got like some type of unhealthy infatuation with Will Kinsler." Bro, I fell the fuck out. I fell out, Bo. I fell out. And then the Beast said, "Yeah, I hate that fat motherfucker." Bro, I died, bro. I just thought that was so funny. But I think where Beast come from is like a real true boxing standpoint. It's like, why leave any aspect of boxing out of the game?
Yeah.
I'm talking about cut man. I'm talking about cut scenes. I'm talking about ring walks, ring girls. And I understand what he's saying 100%. You're not gonna play basketball, right? And they can't go in the zone defense or they can't do certain things. You're not gonna play football and they can't blitz or do certain things. You're not gonna play tennis where they can't do. You got to separate boxing from MMA. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
it's like playing MMA, but we can't go to the ground. You know what I mean? Or we can get you on the ground, but we can't transition. We got to stay on one side. Like, we're not, come on, bro. What he's saying is not wrong, bro. He's not saying nothing wrong. There's no reason why I can't put this arm up and use this shoulder as defense. If they punch, I go right here and bring it off. I can come back and counter and open up a window. There's no reason why I can't do this by myself. Why am I not moving like this and catching the counter and uppercutting? It should be like that. So, shout out to Sports Gaming Analysis. Shout out to all the YouTubers, man. And shout out to you, Poe, because you're the OG of this, man. And
shout out to you.
Whenever you reach out to me, I'll be there, bro. I don't care what time of the day it is. I'm there. I don't give a fuck if we on there for 12 hours, bro. I got, you know what I mean? I'm there. I'm a boss. I run my business, so I can call off whenever I want. Whenever you need me, you let me know, and I'll be there for you, bro. You heard me?
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys, man. If y'all can come follow the Minnesota. I mean, come follow Pop Off Gaming. My channel, please follow, like, go watch some of my highlights. Poe, you ain't seen none of my highlights. I'm a bad man, Poe.
I gotta go watch them. I gotta go watch them.
Check me out, man. They doing like 2K, 1,000, 1,500 off the highlights. I'm a bad man, undisputed, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. You have a good one, all right?
All right, man. Salute.
All right, I'll see you tonight.
Okay.